You've got Lamonte Truitt on the right hash mark standing at the 10-yard line. Deep to receive for the Tigers.
All right, here we go. We're going to get this off. It's a very short kick. It'll be hit at the ground at the 30, and we're going to get down on it there. And they'll whistle the play dead. So we'll get the ball at about the 32-yard line. That's where the Tigers will have it, 1st and 10.
Good job by Dalton Hadley as he was able to, and I was just talking to Coach Hill at the while we're down on the field at pregame warm-ups and said, do we have a weak spot? Do they have a weak spot? And doggone if they don't kick it to kind of short right behind the front
really
line.
An open space. I mean, kicked it to a spot.
And so Dalton was able to run up and pick it up on the 32-yard line. That's where your Tigers will have it. 1st down and 10.
Quarterback Will Smith, sophomore quarterback, who's done such a great job, especially in the second half of the season. Lines up in the I formation. Going to take the snap. Going to hand the ball off to his tailback, who's going to get a good 5-6 yards. And that'll be a 2nd down and probably about 4.
I tell you, they just went right up behind Jason Hernandez and Kimbe Billingsley, Big Levi Cornwell, just on the left side of the line. Typically, Troup's more like power right. Of course, Coach Kendall likes to really shift it over. A lot of teams will be strong right or strong left, but you got big guys like Mitch Mathis anchoring that right side of the line at right tackle and Levi Cornwell at left tackle. You pretty much run on either side you want to.
That's true. Tigers come back again in the I. Dunlap very deep in the I. Smith going to put a man in motion coming back from the far side. Going to turn and run the option, and going to be a little bit of a busted play. Really should have been offsides because Shaw got across the line before the ball was snapped. We're going to lose yards back to the 35.
I'm like you, Jack. Looks like we had encroachment. But again, I don't really see the Troup coaches jumping up and down. So perhaps from our vantage point, that he either didn't encroach or he got back in time. But I thought in high school.
Or they may realize where they are. So Will back
true.
under center. That's the last time I'll say that.
It'll be 3rd and 7.
Guys split in left and right. Going to hand the ball off to Dunlap, who's going to fight his way. Continues on his feet and gets almost to the 40. We got to get across to about the 43, though, for a 1st down. So I'll bring up 4th down, and the Tigers will have to punt it away.
Really, the 1st and 3rd down plays were really well designed. Right up the middle, they was able to pick up 5 or 6 yards. The problem is we lost on that 2nd down.
Yep.
And had we not lost, we would be looking at 1st down. But at any rate, the Tigers will punt. Nick Burett will be coming in to make that punt. He'll stand on about the 25-yard line, maybe the 24th, as he will try to get a really good punt away for the Tigers.
Number 5, Levante Williams will stand back to take the ball from Shaw. For Shaw, there's the snap. And the kick is off very short. Going to bounce and get across actually just at the 40. And that's where the Shaw Raiders will have it 1st and 10. Not Nick's best kick.
No, it looks like it actually came off his toe, Jack. And I was watching him in pregame. He was actually doing a good job punting, getting high hang time. And that one, he was no need to hurry. It just looked like it came right off the end of his toe and barely got over the helmets of the linemen.
Almost could have been tipped there at the line. And in fact, the ball will rest on the 40-yard line. The Shaw will have good field position to start their first drive. They put a man in motion. Whittlesey will take the shotgun snap, hand it to that man in motion, come around from the far side. He's going to try to cut back to the middle, get to the 45, and stop there. Gain of 5, 2nd and 5.
He'll pick up 5. Just a little inside sweep where he comes from the Troup sidelines over to the Shaw sidelines. Similar play that we run. Just a little handoff. He cuts it back up inside on the hash marks. He'll pick up 5.5. It call it really 2nd and 5. 4.5 maybe as the ball rests just outside the 45-yard line.
No huddle. Whittlesey will put a man in motion again, take the snap, fake the handoff, turn, going to throw. It's almost picked off by the Tigers. Tatum almost had that one.
Well,
Ricky Frazier, I'm sorry.
Ricky Frazier really was playing very, very, very close up. Didn't even get out of his bump zone. And the wideout took about 2 steps and cut it inside, and Frazier was right on him. And the ball was thrown just a little bit behind, and Ricky did knock it down, but tough to intercept that one, but good coverage.
Tigers bringing a 4-man front, watching for this prolific passing game that Whittlesey can bring. Whittlesey has trips to the right side, a single back in the backfield with him. Man split wide to this near side. Takes the snap, low snap. Going to fake the handoff, rolls to his right, looking, going to throw, and it's going to be complete.
No. Great coverage by Dalton Hadley, the linebacker, had pulled over to take the tight end, which is his responsibility. He followed him all the way down the 50-yard line. And the ball was thrown, and Dalton actually tipped it up in the air, and the wideout, the tight end tried to grab it, and Dalton was trying to grab it, and the tight end grabbed Dalton's hand and pulled it back.
I knew he had grabbed hold of something, but
yeah. So excellent coverage by your middle linebacker, Dalton.
See, I'm behind the glass and can't see that far. You got the nice open window. I'll stand over here behind you. There we go. So it's 4th down, and Shaw will have to punt the ball away. Well, that's a lot clearer through here. Wow, that's
Absolutely.
Nice.
You got
That's
all
why
that.
I usually get this window.
Absolutely.
There's the snap, high snap. Gets it, punts the ball away, going to the right corner. May go out of bounds. It does. It's going to bounce down, go out of bounds just short of the 30-yard line. So that's what the Tigers will have at 1st and 10. Let's take 30 seconds back to the station and listen to Troup High School Tiger football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Crazy. You're telling me for just $5 you get a quarter-pound grill burger topped with melted cheese, delicious DQ fries like golden rays of sunshine, a tall, cool drink bubbling with bubbles, and the one-of-a-kind mini blizzard to top it off? Maybe somebody should pinch me. Not too hard, though. I bruise easily.
$5 for all that? That's crazy. Dairy Queen, New Franklin Road on the Grange. Wow.
Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 12:30 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Jack Mormon, Greg Hicks live here from Connect Stadium. And it's going to be the Tigers going to the line off the right side with Ricky Frazier in at the tailback. Going to pick up about 3, 2nd and 7.
If you're just joining us, no score. This is Tigers' second possession of the first quarter.
Will Smith goes under center, I formation behind him, takes the snap, and he's going to fake the handoff and try to run a little play action, but they're going to hit him hard in the backfield. He'll lose almost about 10 yards. He'll break him about 3rd down and about 15?
It will be. First pass attempt by the Tigers, and we were blocking. You got to figure. We were blocking good on the run, picking up 4 and 5 yards, and on our first pass attempt, it's almost like the offensive line forgot to block because
they were all over him.
Too quick. He didn't even have time to get back and set up. And you're right, it lost about 8 or 9 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 13 as the ball rests on about the 29-yard line.
Tigers will put twins to this near side, and Will take the snap. He'll roll. He'll throw out, and it's going to be incomplete. Pass intended there for Malcolm Tatum, goes over his head, so they'll have to punt the ball away again.
Wouldn't have been enough for the first down, and the pass kind of sailed out of Will's hand, went over Malcolm's head. Malcolm would have caught the ball on about the 39-yard line. Would have still been short about 4 yards, so the Tigers would have had to punt. Would have just had a better field position to punt from. As it stands now, Burek will stand on about the 16-yard line to receive the snap.
Burek's hoping for a better punt than his first one. Here comes the snap. Good snap. He gets it. Gets the ball off. High kick. Going to bounce down short of the 40. Going to roll across the 40 down to the 35-yard line. And that's where Shaw will have it 1st and 10.
Well, much better punt this time, Jack. Not only you got great hang time, you got about 5 Tigers around it, watching it hit and roll. It hits on about the 42-yard line, rolls down to the 35. So actually, really good field position as Shaw started last time on the 40. So with all that swapping, actually Shaw backs up and starts from the 35 this time. So we'll see what Shaw does on their second offensive possession.
Whittlesey, the quarterback, runs the no-huddle offense. He's in a shotgun set. Puts a man in motion to the near side. Going to hand the ball off him as he's coming on just a sweep. We're trailing him out. He's going to get hit at the 35. Gains about 2, 2nd and 8.
Got a flag on the play, it looks like. So I don't know if that's going to be holding on the outside.
It's going to be a hold on the outside, yep.
That was basically the same inside sweep, same play that they obviously like to run a lot. It's about the 4th time they've run it. They've had about 7 plays. They've had 4 running plays and 5 running plays and 2 pass plays. So let's see what the flag's all about.
Let's look and see what the indication. They're going to mark it off against Shaw.
Now I don't know why
offsides.
The clock was still running. Now they stopped it at 6:54. So there's probably 7 or 8 seconds ran off that time before somebody caught it.
So offsides against Shaw. So that's going to give them 1st down again. So 1st and 15 from the 30.
First defensive stands, the Tigers really, Jack, did a good job containing and putting pressure on Whittlesey. Let's see what happened this time.
Whittlesey, single back in the backfield. He's got twins to the left and right.
Reading his armband. Must be a new play they put in.
Wig on the shotgun snap, takes it. Just a faked handoff. He's looking. Got some pressure. He's going to step back. Now aired out way down the field. And it's going to be caught all the way down across the 50, down to the 35-yard line. And good catch by number 5, Levante Williams.
Well, Brandon Hurd had him man-on-man right down the hash marks. And about the 35-yard line, Brandon just didn't look back in time and the kid from Shaw just jumped up over
He's
him.
actually underthrown. He had to come back for it.
He did, and if had Brandon been paying attention to the receiver's eyes, he might have turned around and broke that pass up. But as a result, that was about a 35-yard pass play by the Shaw Raiders. So they're inside Tiger territory now.
Shaw struggling to rotate some players on and off the field. Whittlesey calls his play out to his players. Puts a man in motion and going to hand the ball off to him on that little inside sweep. He gets some yardage out of that one. Gets across the 30. Gain of about 6, 2nd and 4.
Well, based on the the Tigers' new 4 front, they're running a 44 defense this time. So they got a couple of little holes. Actually, they're bringing Michael Mackfield down on the line inside. He's normally playing outside. And they're doing a little swapping around. So let's see what happens. They'll have a rover back in the wheel linebacker.
They got to watch out for that passing game. They're going to throw again across the middle. Almost picked off. That would have been a nice play by the Tigers as number 8 for the Tigers, Devontae Carter-Swanson, just steps in and almost picks that one off.
Man, Whittlesey drilled that pass, kind of forced it in the middle, and Swanson is just short enough that he just didn't see him.
Yep.
And he is so mad at himself for not catching that ball. But that's what we need, Jack, is a turnover at this time to kind of set the tone back. You know, what I'm seeing so far, the Tigers are playing good defense, but and Shaw's running some good offensive plays. But I believe, if the Tigers will just pick up that intensity a little bit, that we can get things to swing our way.
5:50 left to go in the first quarter play. Whittlesey going to drop back, got some pressure. Going to roll, more pressure. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. He's running the ball. They got to get him down. He gets the first down and more down across the 20-yard line to the 19.
He was the ball was marked on the 28-yard line. Well, Whittlesey actually backed up as his 5, 6, 7-step drop. Then he take it outside, and we talk about him extending that play. He was looking. He's got just enough feet under him that he's able to run it back to about the 40 and then turn it upfield and get inside the 25, actually inside the 20 down to about the 18-yard line.
Once again, he goes on the shotgun snap, puts a man in motion, takes it looking to pass the ball, going to air it out to the corner. Got a man wide open back there who catches it in for a touchdown for the Shaw Raiders with 5:25 left to go in the first quarter.
It's what they call a wheel route. He just simply, like a wheel, he just wheeled out here, and nobody picked him up. You had Lamonte Troup was supposed to come out with him. He and looks like Brandon Hurd got caught up on the inside and just didn't see him get out there. And when you talk about all alone, he was all from about the 15-yard line in. He was wide open, and all Whittlesey did was just throw it about 5 yards deep in the end zone.
It's just pitch and catch at that point.
So inside the first quarter play at the 5:25 mark, Shaw goes up 6-0, waiting on the PAT.
Snap, hold, kick is up. And that kick is good. 7-0 with 5:25 left to go in the first quarter play. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Drugs has closed. Perry Prather of Holmes Pharmacy has a special message for you.
If you find yourself without a place to fill your prescription, I would like to invite you to let us here at Holmes Pharmacy take care of your family. During this transition of Poorly Drugs closing, come see us. We can provide the same level of comfort and care that you have always received and expected from Poorly Drugs. To find out more, come see us at Holmes Pharmacy, 136 Commerce Avenue, LaGrange.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Jack Moore and Greg Hicks live from Kinnett Stadium as the Shaw Raiders have gone up a score 7-0 over the Troup High School Tigers with 5:25 left to go in the first quarter. Shaw will now kick the ball off again, expecting a short kick. Haven't seen a lot of distance on them. Here they go. There's the kick. Again, almost at the same spot. It's going to be taken at the 40 by the Tigers. We'll get it a little bit better field position as Dalton Hadley does a nice job of bringing it in.
Hey, he watched that ball all the way into his bread basket. He catches the ball on about the 36-yard line and is able to advance it up. They're going to spot him, it looks like, at about the 44-yard line. So if that's the case, excellent field position. There's about an 8-yard gain, 8-yard return by Dalton Hadley. So let's see what the Tigers can do this time, Jack. Need a little bit better pass blocking, assuming we do attempt to pass.
We haven't had a first down yet either.
We haven't, and I really think Darryl Dunlap every time he touched the ball, he's gained about 4 or 5 yards. So I say stick with it.
That's what they're going to do, hand the ball. Should be fake the handoff, and Will's going to go down back to the line of scrimmage. May have been a busted play there.
I'm just thinking, I don't see anybody deep, so Will Smith is not the one to want to fake it and run it.
Nope.
So I think you're right, it was a busted play. They're going to put it right back on the line of scrimmage. So you're looking at 2nd down and 10. Good job by Will
To
to recognize it just to get back to the original line of scrimmage because he was about 4 yards deep when he decided to turn it back upfield.
Tigers break the huddle. It'll again be Dunlap in the backfield. Smith under center. And we're going to hand the ball off to the fullback.
It was like Bruce Danforth will
Bruce
be up the
Danforth
middle.
He'll get up to the 50. It'll be 3rd down and about 3. A nice little quick handoff. He picked up some good yardage.
He did. He picked up about 6 strong yards. Looks like we're looking at 3rd down and 4. And if you just joined us now, Shaw's scored first at the 5:25 mark of the first quarter, an 18-yard pass from Whittlesey to one of their backs. And that now Shaw 7, Troup nothing. But Troup looking for their first down of the first quarter. And it'll be 3rd and 4 as the ball rests just inside the 50 at the 49-yard line of the Tigers.
Twins to the left and right. Put a man in motion. And we're going to do a little inside trap, hand the ball off to the tailback in the backfield. He'll get barely back up the line of scrimmage, and that's a whole lot of movement for a play we needed 3 yards on, Greg.
Well, I'm thinking that's probably the first time we've run that play all year.
You
and I haven't seen that play all year, and a lot of motion in the Tigers' backfield, something that you're unaccustomed to, and I wonder, is that one of these new wrinkles that you often try to put in for any given game? I think I would take that wrinkle and put an iron to it.
Yeah, the two backs kind of slid off each other as they try to make a little crossing pattern in the backfield, and just nothing happened with it. So 4th down, we'll have to punt the ball for the 3rd time already tonight. There's a snap and a line drive kick. It's going to be picked up by Shaw. They're going to be taken down at the 25-yard line. So not bad. Is pinning the back there.
Each time that Shaw has taken over, this is their 3rd possession. The first one was at the 40, the second one was at the 35, and now we're back to the 20, about the 26-yard line. So one of the things that they do, they got a lot of that inside sweep and able to take advantage of that. For the Tigers, with the exception of that one play, they've been holding that one in check. But Whittlesey is so
elusive
yep. that he's creating this. He's extending the play and creating openings for his receivers.
Puts a man in motion from the far side. Going to hand the ball off to him, going around the right. He's going to get to the corner, pick up 4, maybe 5. A helmet flies off. It's about 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5.
Somebody will be coming off the field. Don't know if that's an interior lineman or waiting to see who actually picks the ball up. That'll be Dalton Hadley's hat.
Dalton will have to step off.
Yeah, it's a dark helmet. Shaw's got black helmets, and the Tigers have navy blue helmets. So Dalton will step off, and that'll probably bring in Devontae Carter, actually, for the Tigers.
Again, 4-man front for the Tigers, and the Tigers are going to jump off sides. That'll give them 5 more yards, so it'll be 2nd down and about 1.
Demetrius Talley, number 41, comes in for Hadley. Talley is a backup linebacker, not in this particular 4-44, if you will. You'll have 4 linebackers and 4 down linesmen, where you'll basically take the outside linebackers and float one. So for Talley, it'll be one of the few times we've seen him in the ball game this year.
There's a snap, and the quarterback's going to run the option, coming back to this near side. Nobody there. Get across to the 40, 45, and going out of bounds to the 46-yard line.
It'll pick him up. They're going to actually mark him out, Jack, at about the 48-yard line, which I think is a generous spot. I saw him, like you, go out about the 46, and these Columbus referees are going to give him a generous spot, 2 more yards up the field to get him closer. At any rate, that's a 1st down. And, again, we've often talked about Malcolm Tatum's closing speed from his free safety position. We certainly am glad that he has that closing speed, because if not, he'd have been still running. So we got to be able to close that corner off.
Whittlesey once again steps up to take the shotgun snap, trips to his right. Everybody's going to check their wristbands, change the play. Whittlesey again puts a man, rolls him back over to the left side, keeps trips to his right, continues to bark out commands. Low snap, takes it, looking, going to throw across the middle to a man complete across the middle. We're going to hit him and not tackle him as he gets all the way to the 30-yard line. And, guys, with a nice initial hit, we got to bring him down.
Right, Ricky Frazier on the second attempt at making a hit, trying to grab that ball, and by this time we had plenty of Tigers all over him, but Ricky was trying to strip the ball from him, and a lot of the Tigers are sensing that it's kind of hard to stop that passing attack by Whittlesey, which we anticipated, certainly based on last week of what they encountered with LaGrange, and so the Tigers really got their work cut out for them.
So they're going to go into the left side of the line, pick up about 4, 2nd and 6.
Just a little inside sweep where they've run this play many times. He just takes the ball, and It's almost like what you call a buck sweep or student body right, student body left, where he follows about 2 blockers right up the hole between the left guard and tackle and turns it up. And he picks up about, Jack, what did we say, about 6 yards, maybe 8 yards. It's going to be second down and what? Maybe
Well,
4 or
I
5?
had,
Kind of hard to say right now. Where are they going to spot the ball?
well, they continue to move around. It looks like they're going to be right at the
There's a
35.
Evidently, there's a flag on the
25.
play. We just don't see it. They're going to bring the ball back. It was against Shaw. Let's see what we have here.
And
Illegal procedure against Shaw. So, okay, we'll take it.
They continue to run the play after that. Usually that's whistled dead.
That's a dead ball foul normally.
So they'll get first down and 15 now.
Well, we are talking about the Columbus refs, and anybody that's listened to us knows that
That's all we're going to say about it. We're going to be good boys.
Yep.
Greg and I have agreed. We're here in the first quarter play, a minute 49 left to go. Shaw leading 7-0, driving there across the 50 down to the 35-yard line. First and 15 for them. They put a man in motion, and we're going to jump off sides, but we may have been drawn.
Well, number 5 had gone in the set position. He steps up, so let's see. It may be a flip of the coin. They're actually going to the white hat to ask him, what did you see?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. In the event of it being against the Tigers, it's just going to move them up 5, so it'll be first and 10 again instead of first and 15. They're really having a hard time figuring out this one. Now, the officials picked up the ball.
Just picked it up and walked back.
Yeah.
So now we're going to call it offsides Troup. So, okay.
So then march it 5 back on the other way. Back to the original line of scrimmage, just short of the 30-yard line. Minute 39, 7-0, and Shaw is leading this one. The quarterback, Whittlesey, is living up to his reputation as a prolific passer. He'll be back in the shotgun set again. Twins to this near side. Actually, Troup, excuse me. Checks his line, looking. Takes the snap. Going to throw just a quick out, a little stab pass out into the flat. We're going to bring him down. Ricky Frazier brings him down. He hits hard at the 30. So second down and about 9.
Actually, looks like we've got Darrell Dunlap in there playing right defensive tight end, or right defensive end, if you will, and he's able to sling the guy down. So, at this point in time, when you get this deep into the season, and you're already down 7-0, you better throw all your guns at them, so to speak.
They're going to quickly hand off on that sweep going
Nice
around the right side.
back.
We're doing a good job of keeping it contained, but once he does contain, come back in, he's going to get all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's going to be close to a first down.
The wideout came back and just absolutely hammerhead Hadley. But you know what Dalton did? He got right back up and made the play.
Yep.
So old Dalton Hadley's one of those guys he's tough. He can take a licking and keep on ticking.
3rd and 3.
Crucial play here for the Tigers, Jack, is they really, with the momentum on the ground and in the air by Shaw, really they got to hold him this time. He's
going to take the shotgun snap, roll to his left, looking. He's going to be hit. Actually, we hit 2 of our players. He's going to lose the ball, pick it back up, get across the 25. He doesn't get the first down, though.
Well, and it depends. What is Shaw going to do? Are they in 4-down territory?
I don't think they
bring up 4th and 4.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to go for it. They don't have a kicker that I saw in the pregame. They'll be able to kick it from there.
All right.
7 seconds, 6, 5, 4. We'll be finding out about what will happen here in the second quarter of play. Right now, the Troup High School Tigers are trailing the Shaw Raiders 7-0 here at the end of the first quarter of play. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger football on 96.9, 1240, and on the World Wide Web at eagle1023.com as we go back to the station for 3 different spots. Thank you.
Drag and a trial when I bought my cheap insurance. Should have known this day would come. Now I've had an accident and I'm feeling quite alone. Called them at least 20 times, but they won't pick up the phone. Without personal service, my policy's kind of worthless. Get to a better State Farm.
Don't deny yourself a call to State Farm agent Matt on the Square in downtown LaGrange. If you're looking for a great time, gather up your friends and head to the Brick House Grill in downtown LaGrange. Enjoy live entertainment every weekend. Thursday nights, it's karaoke as well as ladies' night. On Saturdays, come cheer for your favorite college football team and enjoy their football specials. Check out their new menu. Sunday from 11 until 3, the Brick House Grill has their family lunch specials. A meat and 2 vegetables, $8.95. 3 veggies, $9.95. Starting at 4, get spaghetti and meatballs for $9.95. They have plenty of TVs to watch exciting NFL action. The Brick House Grill, Broome Street in downtown LaGrange.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality, hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit us on the web at www.southernorthopedics.com. That's southernorthopedics.com.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to football.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Sean's going to have their quarterback roll, looking, and he's going to be taken down short of the first down. So the ball will go over on downs. The Tigers will have the ball 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line.
First time, really, the Tigers have held Shaw to any significance here. So good job for the Tigers. Ball rests on the 23-yard line. So how about 76 or 77 yards the Tigers need to go.
Will Smith going to take the snap, and it's going to hand the ball off to Darrell Dunlap, who's going to leap over the line, get across the 25 to the 26-yard line. 2nd down.
Right behind Wellington Callaway and Levi Cornwell. Now, he leapt over the line. Had he maintained his feet, Jack, he would still be running, I think.
Yeah, he would have been gone.
Because he had broken across that initial line. He just kind of got that left foot caught on one of the linemen's backs.
Ricky Frazier will step in and take over the tailback duties. It'll be Bruce Stanford in at the fullback. Smith going to take it. Hand the ball off to Frazier. Frazier fights to the left, goes back right. Across the 30. Fights his way down to about the 31, 32-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
All the Tigers trying to help Frazier pick up another yard or two. That'll bring the ball outside the 30 to about the 32-yard line. That'll be 3rd down and call it a 3, Jack. So crucial play here for the Tigers. Really need that 1st down. Update from Bowden. I've got some inside connections up there. Secretary Lori Cave has given me the score. Heard County 7, Bowden 7. That's a big region matchup.
Also, Callaway right now is leading 13-0 in the first quarter.
Super.
Against Rockmart. Twins to the right side. I formation back behind the quarterback, Smith, who's going to quickly hand it off to Bruce Stanford. He's going to fight, get across that 35-yard line for a 1st down, Tigers.
I tell you, good job by Bruce Stanford. 55, one of their linebackers, had him by the right ankle, and he just dragged him for a couple of yards. So 1st down, Tigers is outside the 35 to the 37-yard line. If you've just joined us, fans, we're just into the 2nd quarter of play. Shaw on the board first with 7 points. There's 7, Tigers nothing. They scored at the 5:25 mark of the 1st quarter. 1st down for the Tigers.
Michael Backfield steps in at the fullback for Danford. Hand off to the tailback, Frazier. Frazier gets inside, tries to break to the outside, but they're going to get him back to the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down and 9.
There was a hole there. There was opportunity there as Darrell Dunlap comes back in off the sidelines. And Ricky wants it so bad, he's almost trying to dance too much, creating something when he should just be running north and south. And
that's something that Darrell has taken him a little while to learn, but Darrell is definitely a north and south runner. He's going to come at you, and if you hit him, too bad, you better hold on because he's going to drag you a little while.
That's right. There's not a lot of dancing with Darrell. He's just straight up the middle. So 2nd and 9.
It's going to be Twins to the right side, a man slip wide to this near side, and Tatum is going to get set. There's the snap. Smith is going to roll to his right, got some pressure, going to throw the ball over the head of his intended receiver.
Trevor Spradlin standing out at about the 46-yard line, right at the yards marker. Had the ball been on the money, Trevor would have caught it and had a 1st down. As a result, the ball sails over his head. That's 2 passes now. He actually thrown to the sideline, and Will has kind of let the ball air out over Malcolm's head and Trevor. And we haven't seen that all year. That's so.
Will will actually step out of the quarterback role now.
Looks like they're going to bring in Frazier. Probably going to run him in what they call a wildcat position.
Yeah, I don't
3rd down and 9 as the ball rests on the Tigers' 38-yard line.
Darrell Dunlap will stand to his right. Really deep shotgun set. And they may get this for delay a game.
Yes, delay a game. Which, again, you often have a situation. You've got a kid that comes in, a new quarterback.
No timeout. They called the timeout before we got that, so that's good. They take a timeout. We take one as well. 9-10 left to go in the first half of play. 7-0 Shaw. Let's take 2 spots back to the station. Listen to Troup High School Tiger football on 96.9 at 1240 WLAG.
No matter if you're selling or buying, the first phone call you should make is to Joel or Rob Upchurch. Call 706-845-7000. This week's feature is just seconds from Highland Marina, this 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath home has hardwood flooring, spacious master, and the property joins the core property, and it's only $189,900. If you want to know more about this house or get your home listed with Rob or Joel Upchurch, call 706-845-7000 or just search Rob or Joel Upchurch and check them out on the web. If you had the right employees at your business, could you make more money? Yes, you could, because without the right employees, you spend too much time trying to fix problems than making productivity go up. So what should a business do to get the right people to make your bottom line improve? Call the professionals that will listen to you and then bring you the workforce you've been waiting for. Malone Staffing Solutions can find the right people for you. So call or go online for a better workforce today at malonesolutions.com or drop by on Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange and 405 West 8th Street in West Point. Malone Staffing, equal opportunity employer.
Now back to more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. It'll be a first down for the Tigers as they're going to run a little end around. Everybody was keying on Ricky Frazier coming in at the quarterback, and he's actually going to hand the ball off, and we pick up a first down at the 50-yard line. That may be the first down for the Tigers in this ball game. Second first down.
Second first down. So the Tigers, let's take advantage of this momentum now, Jack.
Frazier stays in at the quarterback. He's got Darryl Dunlap to his right, and he's just going to run straight up the field. Going to get about 3, maybe 4 yards, 2nd and 6.
He followed Darryl Dunlap as the defensive end pinched down. We actually thought he had Frazier in the backfield, but Frazier's he's kind of elusive, a little quicker off the first step than Darryl is. But, we talked about how Darryl is just so evasive and really an elusive runner. Deceptive is the word I've been using. Ricky, there's no doubt. He's so quick, he's up the middle. So 2nd and 6.5, maybe 7 for the Tigers. Probably 6.
Spreadlin and Tatum slip wide to this near side. Frazier puts a man in motion, takes the snap, and we're going to have some offsides.
Both
bring us
lines.
back.
It was like we had Levi Cornwell, the left tackle, and Kimbe Billingsley, the right guard. Both kids picked up and moved, so you had at least 2 guys on either side of the line having a.
You change quarterbacks, and you got that can happen.
You got
the cadence is different.
That's
the
right.
rhythm's a little different.
You are right.
So the Tigers will be backed up, 2nd down, and a timeout called on the field by the Shaw Raiders. They take a timeout. We take one as well. Just 30 seconds back to the station. Listen to Troup High School Tiger football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Turkey with a test drive. Now featuring the stylish 2013 Kia Sportage. A solid built but unbelievably bargain priced SUV starting only $18,900. The Sportage stands out in the crowd with its lower starting price and better highway MPGs than the Honda CR-V, Ford Escape, and Toyota RAV4. Plus, the Sportage has almost twice the warranty of those brands, carrying Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. KiaLaGrange.com helps support your local economy.
Turkeys while supplies last.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Tigers got to keep calm and play football.
There you go.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. 8:25 left to go in the first half. 7-0 your score. Tigers have the ball driving. Shaw Raiders are leading this one right now. Ricky Frazier's in at the quarterback. Going to put a man in motion. Take the snap and actually hand the ball off to his man trailing around the other side. That's going to be Lamonte Truitt. He's going to be hitting the backfield.
It's one of those times where I think if Frazier had read that play and pulled it, he's gone. But he elects to hand it off to
a little inexperienced back there at the quarterback position.
So a little inside sweep by Lamonte Truitt. Lamonte, and I told you in pregame that Lamonte's right knee was bothering him, and he gets up kind of slow. It looks like he might be going to take a break.
He was hit pretty hard on that play.
I hope he'll be fine, but he is not really limping, but he's just a precaution there. Let him go out one play, and let's see what the Tigers can do. So we're looking at now 3rd down and 14 as the ball rests on the Tigers' 46-yard line. They've got to go down to the Raiders' 40-yard line on this play to get a first down.
And Frazier, actually, it's going to be Will Smith coming back in the ball game at the quarterback. They got to hurry up. They got 10 seconds left to go to get the play off. They quickly break the huddle. And they're going to roll a guy over. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. There's the snap. We get the playoff. Smith going to step back, throw it, air it out down the sideline. He's got a man open. He's going to make the catch. Did he keep in bounds?
They're going to mark him out. Great job by, looks like 24, Jalen Hicks on a go route, normally reserved for Malcolm Tatum, Jack, as you talking about scheming. Now, that was totally unexpected from Shaw, totally unexpected for you and I, as Jalen's on a go route. He actually brings the ball in on the 32-yard line. First down for the Tigers. Nice pass by Will Smith.
Good job by Will Smith to come in with only 10 seconds left to go on the play clock and air out the ball and get it downfield.
Yep.
Get his offense in the right spot. Good leadership. Steps up, takes the shotgun snap. Going to throw it back to the other side. Going to air it out. Got a man back there. He catches it. He's in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
A 32-yard go route by Ricky Frazier. I'm telling you, he was covered just like white on rice, and Ricky's able to reach up and grab the ball. The receiver knocks it out of Ricky's hand. Ricky bobbles it and grabs it and walks into the end zone. Excellent concentration by Ricky Frazier. Excellent throw by Will Smith.
So the offense clicking here. 2 plays, a first down and then a touchdown. So now on to attempt the point after touchdown is Will Bates.
This has been a sore spot for the Tigers the last couple of games is the PAT. They look good in pregame, but we've got to make this point after touchdown.
Bates, a left-footed kicker, takes his steps, waits, snap, hold, kick is up, and that kick is no doubt, that one's through. 7-7, we're knotted up with 7:24 left to go in the first half of play. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
County Collision Autocraft Auto Body Repair would like to salute you on your accomplishments. Now that you're driving, Collision Autocraft would like to offer these safety tips. Wear your seatbelt. Avoid talking on your cell phone while driving. Don't text and drive. And always keep your eye on the road. Collision Autocraft has too often seen the results of careless driving. Drive safely and have a bright future. Don't forget to like Collision Autocraft on Facebook.
The action continues now with more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
So several theories going up in here in the booth of what exactly just happened because the Tigers just 2 plays and moved the ball, 30 yards down the field. Just very effective passing game by the Tigers.
Well, the ball was on the Tiger 44-yard line and had to go all the way down 16 yards down to the 40. They got their first down on a pass from Will Smith and Jalen Hicks. Comes back on the very next play and throws a 32-yard touchdown pass, Will Smith to Ricky Frazier. If you've just joined us now, all of a sudden this ball game's turned exciting. Shaw 7, Troup Tigers 7 as Burek kicks off.
Just a squib kick right down the middle of the field. Bounces. They're going to pick it up at the 25-yard line to the 30, 35, and knocked out of bounds at about the 37-yard line.
They're going to mark him out. Good coverage by the Tigers. And, again, I kind of like the strategy that a lot of teams are going to now. Short kicking or either just squib kicking as hard as you can kick the ball, hopefully giving a chance to bounce off a player and create some opportunity for the Tigers.
I like it. If you've got a defense, though, you've got to be able to trust your defense because you're giving them the ball really around the 30, 35-yard line when you're doing that.
Yeah. And one of the things that we're not blessed with this year, and a lot of our teams that we've played against are not necessarily blessed with, Jordan Van's no longer with us now. He's moved on to that next level. And, we were so used to Jordan kicking it all the way down inside the 5, even into the end zone. It's kind of nice. This year, Nick Burek and, of course, Will Bates just does not have the leg to do that. So it kind of forces the coaches to go to their strengths, and the strengths on that kickoff coverage is speed on the outside and good placement with that squib kick or that little pooch kick, if you will. It was like a small miniature field goal attempt, if you will. And you're right, you give up yardage for it, so your defense really has to bow up. But if it works great.
7:19 left to go in the first half of play. 7-7 is your score, tied up with the Troup High School Tigers and the Shaw Raiders. The quarterback, Whittlesey, steps into the shotgun, has trips to his left side, looks to that left side, looking, going to throw across the middle, complete for a 5-yard gain, 2nd and 5.
Bruce Danford all over him from his middle linebacker position. He's able to squeeze out on the 30 or 45-yard line. That will pick up about 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. Again, a lot of from Whittlesey, a lot of little short passes, and he with his legs, he's so much more versatile than Will Smith. And of course, Whittlesey is a senior. He's a prolific passer. He's probably ranked out of top 10 quarterbacks. He's probably 7th or 8th in passing this year.
He'll take the shotgun snap. Wait for the shotgun snap. Actually, he's rolled the man over.
He actually fakes a little handoff as he goes.
Trying to draw us off, yeah.
Yeah, he hadn't even taken the snap.
Seems like that ought to be some kind of penalty, but that's okay. Back to the 4-man front for the Tigers. Whittlesey looking, got some pressure. He's going to flush him out of the pocket, coming about to this near side. Going to throw it out of bounds, short of his receiver. And so that'll come back up to the 2nd down. It'll be the 3rd down and about 5 again.
I called holding prematurely as Devontae Swanson came off that right defensive end. Really, he was playing Will linebacker at that time and did a little stun off the backside. And I noticed that the left tackle was holding him, and Swanson finally broke free. Believe if he had come untouched, he might have actually chased Whittlesey down. At any rate, 3rd down and 4 as the ball is spotted on the 45-yard line. They'll have to go to the
hash. That seems odd. But
as the ball went out on the near hash toward us. So that was actually the spot of the previous play, so they'll take it right back to the far hash.
There's the snap. Whittlesey looks. Got a man across the middle. Got a man deep, and it's going to fall incomplete. So they'll bring up 4th down, and more than likely, Shaw will punt the ball away.
He had him on a go route, took the inside shoulder of Lamonte Truitt, and actually had Lamonte beaten. Again, we talk about that speed of Malcolm Tatum. Malcolm was able to help out from his free safety position and to go over there. But had the ball been put on the mark, that would have at least been a 1st down somewhere around the 30-yard line. But, and you got to assume that the Shaw coaches knows that perhaps Lamonte Truitt's knee is kind of bothering him.
Yep.
And anytime you can take advantage of something like that, you should.
Yep.
So it looks like Jalen Hicks, or actually Quade Hodo Florence will be back. Quado Florence will be back on about the 16-yard line to receive a punt.
There's the snap. They get the kickoff, and it's going to hit at the 30. Take a bounce and picked up by the Tigers at the 25 to the 30. 35 and going to be brought down to the 37-yard line. Good heads-up play in return. So that's going to get the ball at the 37.
Quado Florence actually was standing about the 16. Short punt. He's able to run up to about the 24. And on you know how those balls bounces? Well, luckily he was able to pick it up on a scoop and run it up to about the 38-yard line is where they'll spot it. So good field position for the Tigers. So let's see if we can take advantage of that, Jack, and get a second score. Into the second quarter, 6:06 until halftime. Tie score 7-7.
Twins to the near side. Smith going to take the shotgun snap and hand the ball off to his tailback. He's going to go across the 40, get about 6, 2nd and 4.
Good job by Daryl Dunlap. Just a little scissors up the middle, and from his shotgun position, Will Smith's able to hand off, moving from his right side over to his left side, and Dunlap's able to pick up 6 strong yards. We'll take that every time, 4, 5, 6 yards at a pop, and occasionally throw in a little go route, pass for 6. We can take that all night.
No fullback on this one. It'll just be Dunlap in the backfield by himself. Smith will go under center. He'll back up, just a quick jump back in. Going to throw the ball. It'll fall. Are they going to say that he made the catch? It's going to be
intercepted.
It'll be an interception at the 50-yard line.
We talked about it pregame. I think Will, you know how many interceptions he's thrown all year? That's only his 2nd interception all year long. And little behind him, little behind him tonight, or at least on that particular route, had him wide open. Just a little inside slant route, threw it behind him, and, of course, the corner was beat, and all he did was stand there and catch the ball. So tough break for the Tigers, tough break for Will Smith.
Trips to this near side. Whittlesey stands in the shotgun set. Got a man to his left. Takes that snap. Going to back up, looking. Got that pressure, and we got to bring him down. We got that pressure on him. We do after he gains about 2 yards down the field.
Clock, obviously when he stretches that field out like that and he starts getting his feet under him, not only is that clock going to continue to run, but Whittlesey's able to break loose. Really, he had, as you said, Jack, a lot of pressure by the Tigers. And, I know my eyes are getting older, but it just seems like I see a lot of jersey grabbing when those Tigers are chasing after him like that. But 2nd down and 7 for Shaw as they're inside Tiger territory at the 46-yard line.
Once again, they roll a man from the far side. Whittlesey going to take the snap, fake the pass. They're going to look downfield. Now the pressure comes. He's going to throw it, air it to the corner. It should be picked off, and it is by the Tigers. And they're going to say he got his knee down at the 33-yard line, but the Tigers get an interception. The ball goes back over.
Excellent coverage by both Ricky Frazier and Brandon Hurd. Brandon Hurd broke from his deep corner position. The ball, Whittlesey literally just kind of threw it up there, a lot of air under it, and Brandon Hurd actually went up and took it away from Ricky Frazier. They're both excited that we intercepted. So we just traded interceptions.
Yep.
So now let's settle back down and start again. Again, we're back down to the 34-yard line. So still good field position for the Tigers.
4:42 left to go in this first half. Be nice to drive the ball down. Get another score out of this one. 7-7 is your score. We're tied up at 7. Important ball game. Whoever wins this one goes into playoffs. Twins to the near side. Smith will have a man in motion. You're going to hand the ball off to, because it goes around the other side. It's in Truitt, and they've read that play, I guess, because they run it and they've seen it in practice plenty of times.
Well, you're right, Jack. They see that play pretty much 10 times a day at practice, and the Tigers are not fooling anybody. Now you really have to question what play can you run based on setting up that inside sweep. Do you bring a guy?
I bootleg out of it. I fake that handoff, bootleg Smith around and hit somebody in the flats.
Do a little waggle, maybe have your tight end come in behind your linebackers, because certainly you're setting up that play because Shaw's reading it well. You take Malcolm and just send him deep out of the way.
Smith will go under center. Back up to pass. Got a little bit of pressure. He's going to be sacked back at the 22-yard line.
That was he had Trevor Spradlin open at about the yard marker there on the 33-yard line. But again, kind of hard for Will to break out in his play action if he's got immediate pressure on him.
Our pass blocking has not been our strongest suit tonight.
No, it hasn't, and that's discouraging when I know these guys can block well for the run, but then it's all of a sudden it's like, well, we're going to call a pass, and it almost gives them the right to kind of take a break. Well, that's not when you need to be taking breaks.
You've got to be just as aggressive on it. While you may take a step back and guard that inside gap, you've still got to maintain contact, maintain pressure. They're only bringing a 4-man front right now. Smith will take it, looking to pass, got a lot of pressure, going to throw it. He's got a man out there, and it's going to be a jump ball. It's going to be full incomplete at the 45.
Excellent coverage by their number one, Carlton Little, but Malcolm Tatum was all over it as well. The ball, if completed, would have been certainly enough for a first down to about the 44. As it turns out, we're going to have fourth down and call it 19 as Burek will be coming in on he'll stand at about the 10, maybe the 9-yard line to take that punt. And this is really, all of a sudden the field position is going to change, Jack, even though we had two different interceptions. With that deep sack on Will Smith, that's crucial that Nick Burek gets off a good punt this time.
There's a snap, gets it back to him. He loses the ball, and he's got to pick up, and he's going to try to get up. Shaw's going to pick it up, running into the end zone for a touchdown.
Kind of reminds me of the Redan game. Very, very, very sloppy play on the punt team that time where, I know Nick is doing instinctively trying to pick that ball up and punt it out, but you kind of wished he'd have just taken a sack on just falling on that one, especially when you're deep inside. That's right. When you're inside, your back's up against the inside, 15-yard line. Just go ahead and fall on it. But at any rate, Shaw scoops and scores at 3:04, 13-7. Shaw waiting on the PAT.
They'll tip the pass point after touchdown. Whittlesey will hold. It'll be 94 Hunter Eaton, the kicker. Snap, hold, kick is up. And the kick is good. 14-7 with 3:04 left to go in the first quarter. Shaw leading this one. You listen to Troup High School Tiger football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
The unthinkable happens. It doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance you do. In this moment, what matters is that your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. The Mallory Agency, 301 West Harrelson Street, LaGrange. Visit them online at MalloryAgency.com.
Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at Eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. 3:04 left to go in the first half of play. Tigers trailing 14-7 after on a botched punt. They scoop and score right down around the 5-yard line.
Just really misfortunes for the Tigers. We'd swapped interceptions, and we've got on that deep snack, just a deep sack on Will Smith, put us in a bad field position.
They're going to kick the ball off, and we'll take it about the 25-yard line up to the 30, trying to get to the corner to the 35-40, cut up field to the 45, and Lamonte Truett's going to hurdle a guy and get to the 50-yard line. So great job of getting the ball down the field.
Wow, good job. You can tell Lamonte Truett's right knee's bothering him just by the way he was
near the speed he was.
Yeah, you could just tell by the way he was running, but he was able to hurdle a player at about the 48-yard line, get up over the 50, and the Tigers really looking for a personal foul as he's not only tackled out of bounds, but he's taken about 2 yards out of bounds and then thrown down.
Yep.
All amongst the Shaw players. And
actually, there is a flag, Greg. They're talking to the official now.
Well, that may be what it is. I didn't see it fly in the air. He may have just tossed it to the ground. I'm anxious to see, is it a personal foul, or somehow we're going to dream up something that the Tigers did and back the Tigers up, which didn't really see anything that the Tigers did. But what I did see was a huge personal foul, late tackle.
That's where they're pointing, is about where he went out of bounds.
Well, I hope you're right, Jack, because that's what the call should be.
We're looking for the indication now. as the lead official steps back to the middle of the field, looks at the sideline. Personal foul against
Yes,
Shaw.
thank you.
You're exactly right, Greg.
One of the few things that the Columbus officials do to our favor year after year is occasionally give us a call, right? And so that should take the ball from about the 49-yard line on down to about the 36. A lot of static here. Just guys hang with us. But if you've just tuned in, Shaw 14, Troup 7, 2:55 to go in the second quarter.
Yep, let's march the ball down the field.
Yeah, as Lamonte Truitt takes the handoff, actually the kick return, actually on the Troup hash marks at about the 25, runs it all the way across, and right on the Shaw sideline, jumps a guy at the 48.
Hold on. They're going to call offsides against the Tigers to offset the personal foul.
Okay, well, I guess somebody's listening to me down there and decided they didn't like what I said.
How do you call it offsides on a kickoff against the team receiving the kickoff? Okay, I don't get that. As we're going to hand the ball off to Dunlap, who's going to get across the 50. Okay.
I don't know, Jack. I might have to go back and look at the film.
You have to go up across the line of scrimmage to be called offside as the kickoff return team.
That's right, and it was a personal. It takes these guys forever to make a call on the officiating crew, but yet a personal foul. They didn't call any other than a personal foul. That should have been 15 yards. At any rate, 2nd down and 8 from midfield.
Smith going to hand the ball to Dunlap. Going to go around the right side. He's hit. He's still on his feet as he does often. Spins, gets across down the 45-yard line. 3rd down and 5.
One of the things that you might have heard from the crowd, Mike, fans that you're listening or watching on Eagle1023.com is that as soon as Darrell Dunlap was hit by the linebacker, a lot of the fans just, But you know what? As often as Jack, what you just said, as Darrell Dunlap does, he just slips off that hit and is able to pick up another 3 yards. 3rd down and 6 as the ball rests on the 46-yard line of Shaw Raiders. So Tigers, crucial play for the Tigers here, Jack. Really need this first down.
We've been running these 3rd downs a lot. Smith takes the shotgun snap, rolls, looking, hit as soon as he throws the ball, but complete down at the 35-yard line. So a great first down play for the Tigers.
Kind of their bread and butter play, about a 12-yard gain down to Malcolm Tatum. They run that play at practice over and over and over. Will Smith, it's like threading a needle. 9 times out of 10, he's going to make that play, and Malcolm Tatum's going to make that catch. That results in another first down for the Tigers inside the 35-yard line to the 34-yard line as the clock continues to run in the second quarter. 1:30, and the clock's still running.
Smith back under center. Single back set. Takes the snap. Going to run the option, and they're going to hand the ball off to Frazier, who's going to actually get tackled right after it's about 2 yards. Kind of ran into one of his blockers.
All right, as the clock continues to run, the Tigers still have 2 timeouts left. One of the things that we talked about last week, in the same situation, you can't take those timeouts into halftime with you. 1:04, 1:03, 1:02 as the clock continues to run. The Tigers 2nd and 8 from just outside the 30 to the 32-yard line. Again, you're running Will Smith all the way over to get the play. You're running the back end. Valuable time is wasting. That maybe that play needs to be already called, already figured out what they're going to do.
Next 3 should be called. 47 seconds left to go.
So we got 2 timeouts left. The Tigers really need to get in the end zone on this one.
Smith taking his time. 4 seconds, 3, 2. There's the snap. Quickly hands the ball to Frazier. Frazier can fight his way. Gets good yardage down to the 25-yard line. Going to have the timeout here.
All right. They're gonna stop the clock, perhaps even measure. Let's see. He may be about a foot short. I think Coach Kendall did run down and call a timeout. Right, the Tigers will be just. I don't know, man.
No, that's the first down.
They're
across
going
the
to move
25.
the change on that one, guys.
Yep, that's across the 25. He had to get to the 25.
He did, however, call a timeout. So even
all right, they take a timeout. Let's take one as well. 14-7. Shaw leading. 30 seconds left to go in the first quarter. 30 seconds back to the station. Listen to Troup Tiger football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
1 pops up a lot, like the student-faculty ratio is 11-to-1. That means plenty of one-on-one time with professors. Our students work for number 1 companies, earn Emmy and Grammy nominations, and they give back to their communities, which is wonderful. We are LaGrange College, one of the South's most affordable, highly ranked institutions. One visit, and you'll see why. LaGrange.edu/journey.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Jack Mormon, Greg Hicks, Coleman Vice. He'll join us at halftime to talk about his perspective from the camera booth, the camera catbird seat, if you will.
High above the stadium, Coleman Vice.
We're here at Cadet Stadium as the Tigers are trailing 14-7. 30 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Smith will go under center. He'll put Truitt in motion to the right side. He'll jump up. He'll pass the ball complete. Going to run up and get about 3-4 yards. Second down. Ball actually comes loose.
No, they've already called the whistle. The clock looks like they're going to call it. Well, no, it's a completed pass. He's able to. It's a little stab pass out to the sideline. Malcolm Tatum. He's actually going to spot it. Who's calling the timeout here?
We called the timeout.
Good. The Tigers called the timeout. That'll be about a 4 or 5 yard gain on that one, so it should be second down and maybe 6 as the ball rests just outside the 20 to about the 22-yard line. A crucial series. And now the Tigers out of timeouts, 21 seconds left. The ball will going to be placed on the Troup side of the hash marks, on the Troup side. You got a short field to work with. You know you love that little down and out pattern for Malcolm Tatum, which you use the sidelines. You've got to use the sidelines as your clock stopper, if you will. So, each play going to run you about 6 seconds on average. So you've got about 3 to 4 plays in this series, depending on your patterns that you run. You can't afford to run the ball. You have to throw the ball. If you run the ball, you can't run it up the middle because you have no timeouts left. So you got to pass the ball.
Here we go. Smith under center. Single back set. He'll roll a man from the far side over. He'll back up the pass, looking, got a lot of pressure. He'll go down.
All right, so it's crucial now that the Tigers hurry up and get back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't know that we will, Greg.
14 seconds, and you
13.
got guys that just walking back. Now they're hustling back to the line. Best you can do is snap the ball and throw it down, and Shaw is certainly not going to be in a hurry.
6.
Snap the ball and toss
5,
it. Snap the ball,
4,
snap the ball.
3.
Throw it down. There you go.
Now we do.
The ball home team clock. They're going to run it out.
No, you got to give them the 2 seconds.
Well, let's see what they'll do. Let's see if
don't walk them off. Give them the 2 seconds.
He's telling them he's going to make them play. Good for the referees. Well, of course, I said good a while ago. And
now they come back together to talk about it too.
Yeah, they got to have that.
No,
you believe in that? Yeah.
There were 2 seconds left on the clock when Will Smith did hit the ball, spiked in the ground, and they're going to wave it off and say, no, that's the end of the quarter. So the quarter will end 14-7, and we're going into halftime. Let's step away for a moment, catch our breath. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger football on 96.9 at 1240 WLAG.
Closer to home with 3 branches in LaGrange. Closer to your money with mobile and internet banking and 6 local ATMs. Plus, you can use any Synovus or Publix Presto ATM in the Southeast. Closer to people who care about you. Local people who make local decisions. We're CB&T. How can we serve you today? CB&T. Division of Synovus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Some restrictions apply to mobile banking.
Mom, Dad, kids, watch what happens when 2 separate things become one beautiful, glorious thing. No longer will there be any arguing, shouting, or tear-jerking, but instead only hugging, high-fiving, and loving. That's because Orange Julius has been added to Dairy Queen. Kids get their favorite Dairy Queen treats like blizzards, ice cream cones, sundaes, and shakes, while Mom and Dad gets a delicious Orange Julius fruit drink, premium and light premium fruit smoothies. It's all there together at one store. No longer is it Dairy Queen or Orange Julius, but rather it's Dairy Queen and Orange Julius on New Franklin Road in LaGrange. Flu season is upon us, and we would like to invite you to get your flu shot from Holmes Pharmacy. If you have Medicare or insurance, it could be free. And if you have a big group of 10 or more that would like to get their flu shot, call Holmes Pharmacy, and we can come to you.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
I'm in a state of caffeination, got all my fingers shaking. Must have been my large Americano, mochaccino, macchiato. Now the family's gone to bed, and that's my favorite time to get some tips on better rates. Cause my State Farm guy answers late, and even when it's not my agent, someone's standing by so patient. Getting coverage questions answered helps me to relax. Get to a better state, State Farm.
Call State Farm agent Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange. If you're looking for a great time, gather up your friends and head to the Brick House Grill in downtown LaGrange. Enjoy live entertainment every weekend. Thursday nights, it's karaoke as well as ladies' night. On Saturdays, come cheer for your favorite college football team and enjoy their football specials. Check out their new menu. Sunday from 11 until 3, the Brick House Grill has her family lunch specials. A meat and 2 vegetables, $8.95. 3 veggies, $9.95. Starting at 4, get spaghetti and meatballs for $9.95. They have plenty of TVs to watch exciting NFL action. The Brick House Grill, Broome Street in downtown LaGrange.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality, hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit us on the web at www.southernorthopedics.com. That's southernorthopedics.com. Rob and Joel Upchurch is your RE/MAX result agent. No matter if you're selling or buying, the first phone call you should make is to Joel or Rob Upchurch. Call 706-845-7000. This week's feature listing is a secluded 2-acre lot on Deer Point Road in LaGrange. Well-maintained home adjoining core property and a wired workshop for only $89,900. If you want to know more about this house or get your home listed with Rob or Joel Upchurch, call 706-845-7000 or just search Rob or Joel Upchurch and check them out on the web.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Jack Moore and Craig Hicks live here from Kinnett Stadium in Columbus, Georgia. As the Tigers are trailing here at halftime 14-7. It is senior night here at Kinnett Stadium, and they've got a bunch of seniors down there, Greg.
Well, they got a bunch of people, that's for sure. Whether it's seniors,
Well,
mom and pops,
their entourages,
aunties,
yeah.
grandfathers, grandmothers. Yeah, it's the last home game of the season for Shaw. Whether they make it to the playoffs or not, it'll probably be the last game they play next week, even if they beat Shaw tonight, with Monroe area, who is, we look across Quad A, and, Sandy Creek is 9-0 and should finish tonight. I think they play Alexander, should be 60-0 by now. They should be, so they'll finish up 10-0, ranked number 1 in Quad A. And it's certainly in the top 5. You've got Monroe area that'll finish 10-0 tonight. They'll I'm trying to think who they play, Eastman or something. They play the last place team in their region, so they should win that one handily. So, again, Monroe area has kind of built themselves up to quite the state powerhouse, if you will, in the last 2 or 3 years. We had to play them 2 years ago in the the first round. They came in second seed. We were third seed, and they beat us, I think, 26-6 or either 20-6 there at Callaway Stadium. We were second. I think we were second. And they were third seed because we had a home field.
Yeah, we had a home field. That was
But at any rate, and I'm not going to get off on this again, but wow, just seemed like some confusion here. It's all I can really comment on, the confusion by the officiating crew here. Yeah, we had our share. We had an opportunity to intercept the ball twice in the first half. Came up short on that one.
Did intercept though too. So
we did intercept, but then we traded interceptions there. Will and Whittlesey traded interceptions there, and then of course we had the muff punt, a bad snap, and
really that's the difference in the ball game.
It really is. It really is. But again, mental mistakes. Of course, luckily we used both our timeouts, and we're still running Will Smith from the sidelines all the way out to the center of the field to call the play, and that's taken 4 or 5 seconds, and if Will's not sprinting out to the field, I mean, you're only going to save a second or two, but, again, really should have those plays called and have some substitute guys on the sidelines ready to run those plays in without any hesitation.
You got Michael Backfield, you've got Dalton Hadley, you got Bruce Stanford, who's a starting fullback, rotating in. You could bring those guys in to bring the play. You got Ricky Frazier and Daryl Dunlap at the tailback. Bring those in. You've got the Trevor Spradlin, Lamonte Truitt, all those different wide receivers that can bring the ball in and out. The Tigers really have this methodical thing going on. They're in the huddle for a long time, then we get to the line of scrimmage, whereas we're going up against Shaw, who, man, we can't take a break to go to our sponsors because pow, pow, pow. Yeah. They're right back up to the line of scrimmage. And also, they do it in a wide variety of ways. Sometimes they'll hit the hard count, step up, look to the sideline, look at your wristband, come back down. Sometimes they'll be just, we know what the play is, bam, we go at it. So that a lot of practice is taking place on Shaw's side to get that sort of thing down.
Well, it certainly keeps the Tigers off balance. And same thing that happened last week with LaGrange came up with no huddle the entire game. And, when you know that your opponent lacks depth on the opposite side of the football. Well, what can you do to take advantage of it?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what Shaw's doing tonight. It's what they saw when they scouted last week. That's what they saw because they had a Saturday game, so they were up there Friday night scouting, and they saw how our defensive units seemed to be worn down, especially in the second half. And they just want to try to do the same thing. You can't blame them. It's a chess match, but you definitely want to be on an even playing field. And I think anybody from Troup County that's ever come down here to play, unless you just wear them out, you're at almost a 3 to 4 point disadvantage when you step on the field. It's nothing more than the officiating.
Let's go and take a step away from the halftime festivities. 14-7 is your score here at halftime. We're also going to try to connect up with Tony Walls as right now they're leading in their ball game against Rockmart 25-14. So we'll try to touch base with Tony and Nate and see how things are going over there from Callaway Stadium. Right now you're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Are you looking for a new job? Then you need the right help to find a job that's right for you. You need Malone Staffing. Yes, they are the professionals that will listen to you and then find the job that is just right. So start the process today. So tomorrow, you're enjoying what you're doing in your new career. Malone Staffing specializes in production, warehouse, clerical, assembly, call center, management, and professional staffing. Apply online at malonesolutions.com or drop by on Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange and 405 West 8th Street in West Point. Malone Staffing, an equal opportunity employer.
Hurry into Kia of LaGrange right now for Turkey with a Test Drive. Now featuring the stylish 2013 Kia Sportage. A solid built but unbelievably bargain priced SUV starting only $18,900. The Sportage stands out in the crowd with its lower starting price and better highway MPGs than the Honda CR-V, Ford Escape, and Toyota RAV4. Plus, the Sportage has almost twice the warranty of those brands, carrying Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. KiaLaGrange.com helps support your local economy.
Turkeys while supplies last. To all the high school seniors in Troup County, Collision Autocraft Auto Body Repair would like to salute you on your accomplishments. Now that you're driving, Collision Autocraft would like to offer these safety tips. Wear your seatbelt. Avoid talking on your cell phone while driving. Don't text and drive. And always keep your eye on the road. Collision Autocraft has too often seen the results of careless driving. Drive safely and have a bright future. Don't forget to like Collision Autocraft on Facebook.
As a business owner, nothing compares to the sense of pride you feel when unlocking your business first thing in the morning. In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes. It doesn't matter if the business down the street has the same insurance you do. What matters is that your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. The Mallory Agency, 301 West Harrelson Street, LaGrange. Visit them online at MalloryAgency.com.
Now back to more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at Eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Tigers trailing at halftime. A score of 14-7. This is a win it and you're in it, lose it and you're out kind of ball game here. And Greg, right now the Tigers have got to do a few things to step it up in this second half to get ready. We're kind of recapping what took place in the first half. I think you got your notes. They're a long way away from you. I hate to make you reach over there.
No problem.
But kind of walk over that scoring again.
The first quarter, we traded possessions 2 or 3 times, and it seemed like the Tigers looked good the first couple 3 possessions defensively against Shaw. Offensively, it took us about 3 possessions before we got our first down of the game. But then once we figured it out, we kind of got to clicking. Couldn't solve the Shaw offensive attack on about the 4th possession. The Shaw was able to move it in at the 5:25 mark of the first quarter on an 18-yard touchdown pass. That'll put Shaw up 7-0. Into the second quarter, after about 3.5 to 4 minutes, a 32-yard pass from Will Smith to Ricky Frazier ties the ball game up. Now that was set up by a very hurried third down play. It was about 3rd and 14, actually 3rd and 16 from the Tigers' own 44-yard line. Pass play from Will Smith down to Jalen Hicks actually on a go route. Tigers showed up and a first down, ball down to the 32-yard line. Very next play, Will Smith connects with Ricky Frazier for a 32-yard touchdown pass. Excellent concentration by Frazier, as the ball was tipped out of his hand, and he was able to retain possession and take it into the end zone. At that point, at 7:24, the ball game's tied up 7-7. 3:04 left before halftime. Tigers had to punt it was set up by a deep sack on Will Smith as he was trying to evade the oncoming rush by Shaw, and he was tackled on about the 20-yard line. And as Nick Burek sets up on about the 10 or 11-yard line to punt the ball, snap was high, kind of lost it, kind of slipped through his fingertips. He had to reach down to pick it up and tried to kick it soccer style, if you will. He misses it. Shaw scoops and scores from about the 6-yard line, walks in at 3:04 left, and you're looking at Shaw now, and that's how it stands at halftime. Shaw 14, Troup 7. So a couple of missed opportunities. We had an opportunity to intercept twice, really, in the first quarter. We did intercept in the second quarter. Of course, that was a trade-off. Only the second time this all season that Will Smith has been intercepted. He got intercepted in the second quarter. And a couple of passes, one in the first quarter, one in the second quarter, one to Malcolm Tatum in the first quarter, kind of sailed on him on a little sideline pattern, which is really his bread and butter to Malcolm Tatum. In the second quarter, kind of sailed on him out there when he was trying to go to the sidelines with Trevor Spradlin. So really, other than the interception and a couple passes kind of errant, Will Smith really had a good first quarter or first half. Can't really help when he's been sacked about 4 times. Can't help that when the rush is so hurried that he can't really get out of the pocket good.
Well, we've struggled with our pass blocking. Also, we brought in Ricky Frazier to run kind of a wildcat offense for a little bit, where he was taking the ball quickly, handing it off, or taking it up the field. But going back to the punt, I want to kind of give Nick a little bit of credit because he was in a difficult spot. When the ball kind of sails on you like that, it's a bad snap, lost it. He wants to get the ball down the field. He wants to get rid of it. He grabs it, tries to take a little side step. But I think you said it very accurately. We kind of think back to the Redan game. We had so many problems with the special teams. We just weren't able to get the ball. At least if he missed it, if he could have gotten down on it, some way give the defense a chance to get back on the field. But instead, they just picked the ball up and walked 5 yards into the end zone for really an easy score for them. And again, that's the difference in the ball game right now. Neither team really has a great advantage over the other. We'll love to see 2 seconds left at the end of the half to get one more shot at the end zone. But I think you said it well, and Coleman talked about it as well, that really we missed out on a lot of opportunities by just not getting back up to the doggone line of scrimmage.
Right, and running Will Smith from the sidelines in to get a play, to call a play. It's kind of a tough situation when you're having your quarterback run in and out, and we've done that all season. And that really is a strategy that you just got to take a look at. But I've said really all season long, you take the bottom 4 teams, LaGrange and Troup, Fayette County and Shaw, you take all those 4 teams and you throw them in a pile and you make them play each other 6 times. They all may have a 3-3 record. I mean, that's just how evenly matched these teams are. And you just don't know. I've heard fans really seeing Fayette County and seeing Shaw, but I've heard LaGrange fans. We've seen Troup all year long talk about the mistakes that each team's made. We've seen Troup make mistakes, even in the 10th ball game of the year, things that you just shouldn't be doing. And last week we saw a couple of things happen that you wonder why that happened with LaGrange. And, Fayette County, Shaw, the same thing. So it's like, okay, toss them up. So really, we certainly want to go to the playoffs, but we've got to hammer on the second half. Got to turn it up defensively.
Well, and as we think back to the Fayette County game, they can come back and play a good second half of play.
Don't you know it?
Let's take a break right now. 14-7 is the score. 5:07 left to go at halftime. You're listening right now to Troup High School Tiger football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Students at LaGrange College travel to places like London, Tokyo, and the jungles of Costa Rica through our Study Away commitment. First-year freshmen are provided a voucher worth up to $2,500 for an off-campus travel experience their junior or senior year. Attend college close to home and still see the world at LaGrange College. Learn more at lagrange.edu/transform.
Caring about people, building relationships, supporting our community. At CB&T, it's what we do, day after day, year after year. During our 71 years, we've worked hard to be the bank more people in Troup County trust with their money. So it's probably no surprise that we have 3 local branches and more ATMs to serve you than any other bank in the area. We're CB&T, familiar faces and a welcoming smile. CB&T is a division of Service Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Looks like lunch just got a little crazy. You're telling me for just $5 you get a quarter-pound grill burger topped with melted cheese, delicious DQ fries like golden rays of sunshine, a tall, cool drink bubbling with bubbles, and the one-of-a-kind mini blizzard to top it off? Maybe somebody should pinch me. Not too hard, though. I bruise easily.
$5 for all that? That's crazy. Dairy Queen, New Franklin Road on LaGrange. Wow. Attention all Corley Drugs customers. Since Corley Drugs has closed, Perry Prather of Holmes Pharmacy has a special message for you.
If you find yourself without a place to fill your prescription, I would like to invite you to let us here at Holmes Pharmacy take care of your family. During this transition of Corley Drugs closings, come see us. We can provide the same level of comfort and care that you have always received and expected from Corley Drugs. To find out more, come see us at Holmes Pharmacy, 136 Commerce Avenue, LaGrange.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
And we're here at a chilly halftime at Kinnett Stadium here in Columbus, Georgia. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left until the start of the third quarters. Both teams are back on the field, loosening up. And this was one of the things about a cold night that you get. Guys have to come back out on the field and get loosened up, especially the guys like the kickers. I noticed Will Bates and Nick Burek out here really stretching and kicking and warm up. You just don't know. You go into a kind of a toasty halftime field house, if you will, and you come back out, and the temperature is probably somewhere in the neighborhood of maybe a 58 to 60 degrees right now. No wind. Everything is kind of calm, but it's just a still cold. And the guys that are standing on the sidelines waiting for the offense to come off the field where the defense can get on, the kickers, you really got to wiggle those toes and get those hammies loosened up. Otherwise, you risk pulling something.
The coldest I've ever been in my life was on the sideline of a football game. And it was actually up at Pantherville Stadium against Lithonia. The wind was blowing in from a creek behind us, and it was coming cold off that creek, that cold, wet wind, and it was no fun at all. We're at halftime. 14-7 is our score. Shaw leading this one against the Troup High School Tigers. We got Coleman Weiss taking his knit cap and jacket heading down to the field to see if he can catch a word with Coach Kendall. So we're getting ready to start up the second half play. And, Greg, let's real quickly talk about some of the things that we've got to do to bring this out. Troup has played pretty well in the second half. They've made good adjustments. I think one of the main adjustments, as I see it, let's start with the offensive side, is one, we've got to be consistent. Let's get our plays. Let's have an idea we're going to run in situations. Let's have our line really step up, hold those blocks. The pass blocking especially, pop and hold. If you almost drive like you're going to do a regular run block instead of the step back that sometimes you do with the pass block. Let's go and drive ahead. Protect that inside gap. Not let them get to Will so quick.
Well, we've talked about this also many times during the season. We never take advantage of that counter option. And Shaw is over pursuing. They pretty much got our inside sweep down.
Yep.
I think that there's opportunities for we got Coleman calling in. Let's see.
We'll go down to the field to him. I think he's just about ready to catch Coach Kendall. And we're going to get the high sign from him. If he's down there on the field, and he's walking up to Coach. He's stealthily walking up to him. And let's see. I think we got him. Go ahead, Coleman. All right, we got him up and not hearing him right now. See him having some issues with the microphone, it looks like, as he's trying to talk to Coach Kendall. So we'll go ahead and keep it here. Yep. No, it's not going to work at this time. So we'll try that again in a little bit. As we come to the end of halftime, we'll ask Coleman to give us some information as to what he was able to talk to Coach about. Let's go and take our last set of breaks before we go into halftime. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
A drag and a trial when I bought my cheap insurance. Should have known this day would come. Now I've had an accident and I'm feeling quite alone. Called them at least 20 times, but they won't pick up the phone. Without personal service, my policy's kind of worthless. Get to a better state, State Farm.
Don't deny yourself a call to State Farm agent Matt Orr on the Square in downtown LaGrange.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality, hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit us on the web at www.southernorthopedics.com. That's southernorthopedics.com. Rob and Joel Upchurch is your RE/MAX result agent. No matter if you're selling or buying, the first phone call you should make is to Joel or Rob Upchurch. Call 706-845-7000. This week's feature is just seconds from Highland Marina. This 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath home has hardwood flooring, a spacious master, and the property joins the core property, and it's only $189,900. If you want to know more about this house or get your home listed with Rob or Joel Upchurch, call 706-845-7000 or just search Rob or Joel Upchurch and check them out on the web.
Hurry into Kia of LaGrange right now for Turkey with a Test Drive. Now featuring the stylish 2013 Kia Sportage. A solid built but unbelievably bargain priced SUV starting only $18,900. The Sportage stands out in the crowd with its lower starting price and better highway MPGs than the Honda CR-V, Ford Escape, and Toyota RAV4. Plus, the Sportage has almost twice the warranty of those brands, carrying Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. KiaLaGrange.com helps support your local economy.
Turkeys while supplies last.
The action continues now with more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Jack Mormon, Greg Hicks, and Coleman Weiss trying to catch up with Coach. We'll see what Coleman has to say that Coach said in a few minutes. We are getting ready for the second half of play. Tigers trailing 14-7. A little shout out to a good buddy of mine, Steve Myrna, who's listening online. He give us a little shout out on Facebook. Also, Jameel Dixon, another good friend. Appreciate him Facebooking us and telling us that they're enjoying listening to the broadcast.
As we get ready for this second half of kickoff, my nephew is getting married next Saturday, and my daughter flew in from Portland, Oregon tonight. She texts me, says, "Yay, I'm back on Southern soil." So a little score update at halftime. Heard County 14, Bowden 7. As I understand it, Heard County was on the verge of scoring as time ran out. Over on the Alabama side, they've already started their playoffs. Opelika 21-10 over Pelham. Almost halftime there in Opelika.
All right, we're ready to kick the ball off. Then we're going to do a nice straight kickoff. Actually, no, it's laid on its side, so probably just to kind of punch it down the field and see if we can do something with it. There's the kick. It's going to be almost like an onside kick. Get across the 40. Still on the ground. Actually, they're going to pick it up and go down at the 40-yard line, but we almost had a shot at that one.
Excellent. We talked about that strategy during the break, and actually two Shaw players dodged it. One actually got hit by it. And
of course, it's a live ball after 10 yards.
It is a live ball, and the Tigers were all over it. Again, the gamble almost paid off, but Shaw will start 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They're moving left to right as you look at your radio or computer dial. Of course, if you're watching on computer, you're seeing the ball game live on 96.9, 1240, and eagle1023.com. That little buck sweeper on the left side, they'll pick up 6, maybe 7 yards. Actually, they're going to get 10 out of that thing to the 50.
Actually, they were hit. He turned it upfield, you're right, Jack, and he was initially hit after about a 7-yard gain, and all the offensive linemen got behind him and pushed him just over the first down marker as the ball is resting at the 50-yard line, 1st and 10 for Shaw.
Whittlesey will take the shotgun snap. He'll roll to his right quick, throwing into the flats. Incomplete, and he could have had a nice reception, some yards on that one, brings up 2nd down.
He would have. Dalton Hadley from his outside linebacker position from the hash mark. He has responsibility of the flats, and that's really the area between the hash mark, the numbers, and the sidelines. And Dalton's speed took him out there. Ball was thrown just a little bit behind the receiver as the tight end kind of slid out into the flats, and good coverage by Dalton.
They're back to the line of scrimmage again. No huddle offense for the Shaw Raiders. 11:39 left to go in the third quarter of play. 14-7 is your score. Tigers trailing. They're going to hand the ball off to the tailback, who's going to get a burst of speed. That's number 6 coming out of the backfield, Jontez Webb.
It was like Dalton Hadley was trying to, along with a lot of help from the Tigers, it was like he was trying to strip that ball away. And I know that one of the things that I wanted to say is that the defense really has to tighten up, really has to start putting a lot of hats on people. And guys like R.J. Harrison and Maurice Swain and Michael Mackfield, along with Devontae Cofield, have to put pressure on Whittlesey, at least, especially if the Tigers have got any chance at containing him and his passing attack.
3rd down and 4. They're moving the ball down the field. Harrison will be at this. They'll run a 5-man front, the Tigers will this time. Whittlesey has trips to his left. Takes the snap. Fakes the handoff. Looking. There's the pressure. He's flushed out. Going to get across the 40, get the 1st down, and go out of bounds at the 43.
Dalton Hadley's able to chase him down along with Maurice Swain and Devontae Swanson along with Michael Macfield. Chases him out. They're going to spot the ball at the 37-yard line. That'll be first down and 10 as the Shaw has moved it from their own 40 now, about 24 yards down into Tiger territory at about the 36.5-yard line.
They'll put the tailback, the wingman in motion back along the other side. That's Desmond Gamilia. Gamilia pick about five,
Out of nowhere, Maurice Swain came out from his offside defensive tackle position and just nailed him after about a 4-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 6. And Shaw just taking the ball right now. And Tigers really on their heels, and they're just moving it right on down the field. Really need a big play to stop this drive.
Willsey takes it, rolls out, incomplete. And really had another chance, another interception there.
Sorry about that, Jack. I was just thinking, kind of getting excited. Brandon Hurd and Darrell Dunlap was so focused on hitting that outback, or that little back had slipped out into the flats, that you're right. They had an opportunity to intercept that ball.
Even a tip drill, because it was bounced out of his hand.
On that one, but man, did they level him. It'll bring up 3rd down and 6 as the ball rests on the 34-yard line.
Whittlesey's so fast as he takes that shotgun snap again. Tight trips to the left side. Minnesota wide to this near side in number 8, Jacoby Long.
As I'm hitting on Jack Mormon in the booth, he has now moved away from me and crossed his arms.
Personal space. Hand off to the tailback, who's going to break through the line and may go. He's going to get upended short of the 15 to the – actually, they're going to mark him at the 15. The flag falls out of the official's pocket. It just fell out. Wasn't a real flag.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, that's why they come out so quick, because they just fall out of their pockets.
Just a little trap play. It's the only trap play that the Raiders have run all night. Quick hitter, and that's about a 16-yard gain right up the gut of the Tigers defense. And Malcolm Tatum, from his free safety position, had to make the tackle.
They had one man to beat, and look, they didn't beat us.
14-7. Shaw leading. We just started the second half of play. 9:50 left in the third quarter.
4-man front for the Tigers. They're going to hand the ball off again to the tailback, 26. That's D'Anthony Morris. Morris will get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
They're not even going to move the yards marker. Excellent pursuit by Darrell Dunlap and Maurice Swain on the defensive line, along with R.J. Hairston. Was able to stop him after no gain. And, that's what the Tigers have got to do is that they're inside the red zone now. The Tigers need to bow up, bend, but don't break.
They're going to run the option, and they're going to go around the left side. We're going to hit him. And I thought he lost the ball for a second, but we did a good job of going to hit him in the backfield. He's going to lose yardage back to the 20.
Let me tell you about Dalton Hadley on that one, Jack Mormon, and you fans listen. Dalton not only took the pitch, man, he took the quarterback too, and as soon as he made the pitch, he tackled them both.
Yep.
Dalton Hadley gets up, and a host of Tigers, Malcolm Tatum, Maurice Swain, giving him chest bumps and high fives. So excellent job by the Tigers on defense that time. 3rd and 13 for the Shaw Raiders. So, Jack, they're in 4-down territory right now, so the Tigers have to have a turnover or either hold them twice.
They put a man in motion back to this side. Whittlesey up, looking, going to throw out, and they're going to overthrow the intended receiver, Hadley, back in there on coverage. And that's Hadley's a man made to hit people, not necessarily cover folks.
Well, that's true. You had your fullback coming, really a big fullback out of the backfield. He had just kind of did a little swing out and went right down the hash line. Well, that's Dalton's responsibility from his linebacking position. And so you really have a little bit of a mismatch. We know Dalton, we've talked all year long.
He was there.
Heck of an athlete.
Yep.
He's a guy that you can count on, and excellent coverage. So 4th down, as we mentioned, they're in 4-down territory as the ball's just inside the 20-yard line.
They get a first down inside the 5. Whittlesey waits for the shotgun snap, twins to his left, twins to his right, and that should have been offsides there as the man took a step forward and came back. They put another man in motion. Whittlesey steps back, looks, got some pressure, rolls out to the 30, still running. Can we hit him? If he throws, it's going to be short. The ball will go over on downs to the Tigers.
Excellent. And that's a coverage sack. But you've got Devontae Cofield, Maurice Swain, Bruce Danford all chasing him. Maurice was the big man in pursuit, chase him out of bounds, caused Whittlesey to throw it at the feet of his receiver. No chance at receiving that ball. So the Tigers, excellent stop here.
Yep.
Hold them, bend but don't break mentality. So now this is Tigers' first possession of the second half. So let's see what they can do as they take the ball inside their 20 to 18-yard line. So they've got to go 82 yards for that touchdown.
A lot of time on the clock. Run off. 8:33 left to go in the third quarter play. Here come the Tigers in the I formation. Smith going to turn, hand the ball off to his tailback, who's going to get big yardage across the 25. Still on his feet. It's Ricky Frazier to the 40. It's a foot race there across the 50, 40, going down at the 36-yard line.
A 62-yard Troup by or Troup by Ricky Frazier right up the gut of the Shaw defense. He comes up the middle, turns it over to the hash marks, and it's a foot race inside the 40 to the 36-yard line, and that happens all the way from the 18. Let me count that. That's 10, 20, 30, 40. No, excuse me. That's about a 48-yard jaunt by Ricky Frazier. Tigers 1st and 10 on the Shaw 36-yard line.
We can block the run, that's for sure. Shaw showing blitz. Going to go again to the tailback, Frazier. Frazier going to get close to a first down.
Yeah, that will be either Frazier or Dunlap. Let me see his number when he comes up. But
they're going to bring it back.
We'll have motion. Actually, Dunlap took a step. He was getting in a hurry. He took a step, so that will take it back 5. The ball will be marked from the 36 back to the 41. One of the things that you don't want, I know you're getting that gummit, we don't need to let that momentum sour by us making mistakes, killing our own momentum.
This shouldn't be very hard to do. You just bring it back to where the ball was resting, and then you mark off 5.
Exactly. So, it was at the 36. It should come back to the 41. And
3, 4. Okay. All right, there we go.
All right, and that will be
all right, now so the Tigers will have the ball 1st and 15 from the 41-yard line. 7:35 left to go in the third quarter play. Got to keep this momentum moving.
Absolutely.
Smith under center. Takes it, turns, hands it off to his tailback. Going to find some ways to get across the line, back to the line of scrimmage. So he picks up 5, 2nd and 10.
Darryl Dunlap hits a line, and he slips past 2 or 3 Shaw defenders, and then he's able to just like grease on his pants. He just slips and turns, and he's able to pick up 4 hard yards. It'll be 2nd down and 11. But again, we'll take 4 and 5 yards at a running play any given day. Now, you don't want to have to do that when you're 1st and 15 because you know what? You're actually back 5 more yards. So now you're going to need about 7 yards of play.
Smith back under center. Going to hand the ball off to Dunlap off the right side. He's going to fight for more yardage. Gets across the line of scrimmage and going to get maybe a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 3rd down and 9.
One of the things that we talked about at halftime, we've yet to have that big breakout play. Well, we got it with Ricky Frazier, but they have been keying on Darryl Dunlap, just like LaGrange last week. Wherever Dunlap goes, they're sure to key on him. So that opens up all kind of possibilities with guys like Ricky Frazier, guys like Malcolm Tatum on the go route, guys like Trevor Spradden that sit here a little 8-yard curl and hook. You got all kind of opportunities. So use him as a decoy.
Let's ride Ricky or Darryl into that line.
Yep.
Step back, hand it on a reverse, coming back the other side.
Well, we've got Dunlap taking a break on this play.
Smith backs it pass, got a lot of pressure in front of him, throws it complete in the middle of the field to Truitt. Truitt going to pick up a first down at the 25, I believe.
Yes, he got across the first down, fighting just a little hook inside the linebackers at about 8 yards deep. It was 3rd down and 12. He takes it 4 hard yards down to the 25-yard line. That'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers.
That's a big
Huge
pickup.
Play, Jack. The Tigers keep their momentum going, a chance to tie this ball game as the ball rests on the 25-yard line as the Tigers break the huddle.
Trips to this near side. Smith will go to the shotgun set with Dunlap to his right. Snap's going to hand the ball to Dunlap. Dunlap going to try to get to the corner. Is hit, still on his feet. He's so hard to bring down. Going to fight, get down to near the 20-yard line. So he's going to gain about, we'll call it about 4.
I tell you
2nd
what,
6.
I tell you what, Jack. Frazier took that ball about 4 yards deep and bounced it outside, and they just kept on coming at him, and he just kept on breaking tackles, and that was a hard 4 yards, 2nd and 6, maybe 2nd, 6.5 for the Tigers.
We've had the ball about 3.5 minutes. 5:16 left to go. 14-7 is your score of the third quarter. Smith, single back set, trips to his right. Spradlin's line to his left. It's going to be a completed pass to the right side. Actually, it was completed, and we dropped it.
Almost intercepted as the Shaw coach is next to us. The ball was bobble by Malcolm Tatum as he was trying so hard to run before he got the ball, and the Shaw cornerback dove on the ground and almost picked that ball up as it bobbled out of Malcolm's hands onto the ground. So good thing is the clock stopped and they can kind of take a deep breath again as you run Will Smith all the way over to the sidelines and have to bring him back in. I kind of hope that they fix that between this week and next week. But again, 3rd down and 7.
We're going to have to pick up 2 scores if we want to fix anything. Frazier that'll be Dunlap in at the tailback position. He'll be on the left side of Will Smith. Smith takes the shotgun snap. Looking, going to throw. And it's going to be over the head of the intended receiver.
a lot of people might, from the fan base, may call personal or pass interference, but no way that Jalen Hicks could catch that ball. It was over his head, uncatchable. A lot of traffic in that area. Again, I really we're in 4-down territory, so it is 4th down for the Troup Tigers as Ricky Frazier and Jalen Hicks comes running back on the field. Spradlin will take a break. You hear somebody hollering, "Hurry up," and that doesn't sound like it's coming.
8 seconds. Smith trying to get his guys to hurry. Frazier steps up to the line of scrimmage. 2-1. There's the snap. We're going to air it out to the corner. There's Ricky Frazier, and it's going to be a flag. We're going to get a first down on some pass interference down in the end zone.
Well, that would have been a touchdown to Ricky Frazier. Same pass play earlier that Will Smith went to him on the 4-yard line. The cornerback really had his hand all on Ricky's arm. When Ricky went to go up to take it, to try to make the catch, his right arm wouldn't come up, his left arm would, and a lot of the Shaw fans are upset, even the Shaw coaches are upset, but bottom line is, from our vantage point, he almost tackled him.
Yeah.
So
it was either touchdown or tackle, so you got to give it to the DB.
And that's a smart play. Yeah. That's a smart play by the DB. What are you going to do? You're going to cause a pass interference. Again, smart play. Some of the fans don't appreciate that, but they're going to bring the ball all the way back to the 11-yard line. So, but that'll be first down for the Tigers.
So it's 1st and 10 from the 11, so we can get a first down inside the 1, but I'd rather just go ahead and get a touchdown on this play right here. So we're looking at 4:52 left to go in the third. 14-7 is your score. The Tigers driving. Trips to the wide side of the field on the right. And it's going to be Daryl Dunlap, the ball carrier, who's going to kind of back end across the 10.
He may, I think they're going to spot him right back at the line of scrimmage. He might have picked up a half a yard. But, again, the Tigers doing a little delayed draw and just really trying to give it to Daryl, because you just got a feeling that sooner, and we hope sooner and not later, that Dunlap's going to break one, even if it's for 10 or 12 or 14 yards. The kind of effort Dunlap gives you, even when he's struggling for a yard or two, he's giving you all he's got. And when you keep working like that, you're bound to break one.
So the Tigers go back to the I, wing to the left side. Unbalanced line, really, as we're going to get student body left. Going to get down inside the 8. Brings up 3rd down.
He's going to pick up a good 4 yards. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 6 inside the 10 down to the 8-yard line as Daryl Dunlap took the handoff from Will Smith. As you said, just simply student body sweep left toward the short sideline as the ball is marked on the hash marks, on the Shaw side hash marks. Ball's inside the 10 at the 8. It'll be 3rd down and basically 3rd and 6. So the Tigers really have 2 plays. Of course, they're certainly well within Will Bates' field goal range.
Going back to the I. Smith going to roll through the corner. He's got a man there. He's going to overthrow his intended receiver. So that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, he had, looks like R.J. Harrison, his tight end, and R.J. just not hadn't thrown to R.J. a lot. But good thought, though. Finally, we use our tight end, but give Shaw credit that they had R.J. covered. And R.J. tried to break away from the backside, just couldn't do it. So looks like we're going to try a field goal as Will Bates will come in. The ball is going to rest on the 8-yard line. They're going to put the tee at the 15, so that'll be a 25-yard attempt. Now in practice, Will was certainly under no pressure, was popping them from the 20 and 25-yard line.
Snap, hold, kick is up, and that kick is good. So they tack on 3. 14-10. We have to get 2 scores to win. There's one of them. 3:20 left to go in the third quarter play. Let's take 60 seconds back to the station and listen to Troup High School Tiger football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Autocraft Auto Body Repair would like to salute you on your accomplishments. Now that you're driving, Collision Autocraft would like to offer these safety tips. Wear your seatbelt. Avoid talking on your cell phone while driving. Don't text and drive. And always keep your eye on the road. Collision Autocraft has too often seen the results of careless driving. Drive safely and have a bright future. Don't forget to like Collision Autocraft on Facebook. In this moment, who has your back? Do you know the name of your insurance agent? Does your agent know your name? Or would you call a 1-800 number that connects you with who? Another state? Another country? Get a local independent insurance agent with auto owner's insurance. Someone you can call when bad stuff happens to your car, home, or business. In this moment, get an agent who'll protect you in that moment. Auto owner's insurance. The no problem people.
Mallory Agency, 301 West Harrison Street, LaGrange. Visit them online at MalloryAgency.com. Now back to the field for more Troop Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at Eagle1023.com.
Welcome back as the Tigers are going to kick the ball off. They'll pick it up at the 30. They'll make the way up to the 35 and go down short of the 40. So that's where the Shaw Raiders will have it 1st and 10.
You know, we were just talking good squib kick, maybe a turnover on the kickoff. But certainly, if the Tigers can hold these guys 3 and out and take over, maybe have a turnover on this defensive series, but certainly 3 and out and capitalize on this momentum that we've had on this last drive. 3:14 left in the third quarter. Your score: Shaw 14, your Troop Tigers 10 on a 30-yard field goal just now by Will Bates.
So here we go. Whittlesey, play action, going to throw it complete in the flats across the 50. And they're going to go down at the 45-yard line. He stays in bounds.
Lamonte Truitt and Malcolm Tatum on the crushing tackle, but that'll take the ball inside Troop territory to the 45-yard line. As you just had a little drag route, you had a go route, and then you had the slot back just kind of delayed. He comes out with nobody covering him.
They hand the ball off on the sweep to the left side, picks up 6 yards again.
Again, going with the no-huddle offense, going from pass to an inside sweep, keeping the Tigers off balance. And again, you know, we talked about that at halftime. They know the depth. They scouted Troop very well. They're going to keep them off balance, minimize the substitution as Shaw goes with a no-huddle offense.
4-man front for the Tigers. Shaw, Whittlesey going to fake it, roll, throw almost the same play he did on his first down, go out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, again, just a little delayed. You have the little the wing back. He kind of checks down and takes a little scrape block, and that basically takes the linebacker, makes him hesitate. And he does that. The tackle's able to scrape off and shield the linebacker, and it frees up the tight end to slide out in the slot or out in the flats, and that picked up another 12 yards, first down for the Shaw Raiders. And we just talked about holding them 3 and out, but the Raiders are just marching right back down the field.
3 first downs, and since they got the ball back, hand the ball off to the tailback this time, who's going to get a big seam. And again, when your free safety has to make the tackle 10 yards down the field, you're not helping yourself.
Well, you know, again, that's the second time they've run that quick trap play up the middle. Second time it's went for huge yardage beyond 10 on that play. That'll take the ball inside the 15 down to the 14. We're right back to where we were on the last series that Shaw had the ball inside the red zone, inside the 15-yard line.
They're going to fake the handoff. The quarterback's going to roll out. There's nobody in front of him. He's going to get across the first down yardage down inside the 5-yard line, and they're going to call him for a touchdown.
Well, we had him on the 8-yard line. Devontae Carter Swanson had him on the 8-yard line, and I believe he felt like he had tackled him and just kind of didn't really put a good hat on him, and he able to squeak and just grease himself all the way down inside the corner of the end zone. So with 2:12, Shaw will tack on another touchdown, making it 20-10. So the Tigers in a must-answer situation. We're getting down inside 2 minutes and left in the third quarter. Have no choice, but you've got to start matching scores, Jack.
Yep. On to attempt the point after touchdown. Snap, hold, kick is up, is blocked. That could prove to be important. 20-10 is your score. 2:12 left to go in the third quarter play. Let's take a 60-second break back to the station. Listen to Troop High School Tiger football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Word 1 pops up a lot. Like the student-faculty ratio is 11-1. That means plenty of one-on-one time with professors. Our students work for number 1 companies, earn Emmy and Grammy nominations, and they give back to their communities, which is wonderful. We are LaGrange College, one of the South's most affordable, highly ranked institutions. One visit, and you'll see why. lagrange.edu/journey.
CB&T. With us, you're closer to what's important to you. Closer to home with 3 branches in LaGrange. Closer to your money with mobile and internet banking and 6 local ATMs. Plus, you can use any Synovus or Publix Presto ATM in the Southeast. Closer to people who care about you. Local people who make local decisions. We're CB&T. How can we serve you today? CB&T is a division of Synovus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Some restrictions apply to mobile banking.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back. Tigers are going to take the kickoff and get some pretty good yards across the 50 down to the 49-yard line, and that's where the Tigers will have it. 1st and 10 with good field position. And Greg, we have 2:05 left to go in the third, trailing 20-10. We've got to get 2 scores to get ahead, and now's a good time to do it.
Well, you got to match scores, and couldn't happen at a better time when they do a little pooch kickoff, if you will, and Darryl Dunlap takes the ball on about the 34-yard line and just comes across at a slant across the field, crosses the 50 to the 48-yard line. So excellent field position for the Tigers. Now, we're in a situation where we have to match score for score, and actually we got to stop them and get one ahead of them.
So Tigers going to hand the ball off to Dunlap off the right side, pushes his way, going to get up really about 6 yards there. Good initial surge by the offensive line.
Well, once he got hit about 2 yards in, after the past the line of scrimmage, the Troup Tiger offensive line kind of got in behind him, as you said, and just pushed him another 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5 from the Shaw 43-yard line.
Tigers break the huddle, moving a little bit more, faster now. Minute 38 left to go in the third quarter. I formation behind the quarterback, Smith. Smith takes a snap. Turns, going to hand the ball off. He's going to be hit immediately, but he still drives and picks up another 2 yards there. Brings up 3rd down.
I'm telling you, give credit for that linebacker for Shaw. Just jumps through and tags Dunlap about 2 yards deep in the backfield. But Dunlap, as he so often does, he just keeps digging. And as much as the fans would like to get excited about that great defensive tackle, Dunlap just kind of makes them feel bad when he just keeps on churning those legs. And, I know this season's almost over no matter where you look at it, but, man, I just can't wait till next year and see what Darryl's able to do.
Tigers back to the line of scrimmage, back to the eye. Smith going to step up, throw it complete. And I think he's going to have the 1st down.
Well, they're going to mark him just short, Jack, but I'll be honest with you. I thought he caught it at the 1st down marker. And then when he tackled, it kind of pushed him back, and he's slow to get off the field. He may be laying there the referees may have to call a injury timeout because we got a player that's down. It looks like Lamonte Truitt, who caught that ball, may be down on the field for a second.
Yeah, well, he's been a tough fella tonight because he's been beaten up, got that sore knee, and he's still been a gamer the whole time. They're gonna stop it and take care of him on the sideline. So it's gonna be short. Actually, that's a terrible spot. It's going to be 3rd and about 2.
I thought it would be 3rd and about 1. It is a terrible spot. It actually should be 4th down now, but let's see.
Yeah, they'll mark. You're right. It's going to be 4th down. I say we got to go for it here, Greg.
I tend to agree with you. In a tough Region 5 AA battle, Heard County and Bowden. Heard County goes in 7-0 in region, 9-0 overall. Bowden comes in 6-1 in the region, 8-1 in overall. Right now, with third quarter, 8:23 and left in the third quarter. Heard County 21. Bowden 7, and that is for the region championship up north of us at Region 5 AA. So I know you all guys are pulling for those Heard County Braves, so let's go Braves. So and the Callaway Cavaliers, Jack, I know you've got a pretty late score update, but
31-14 is what I have.
I'm going to say they seem to have that in hand, barring a total collapse. Looks like the Cavaliers will end their regular season 9-1. Certainly they captured their region championship last week, but you certainly want to go out on a winning note and get ready to go to the playoffs. And they should be hosting Johnson of Savannah next Friday night, so they'll have to do a 5-hour trip up to Callaway Stadium. So that's where you're really glad you got home field advantage.
Yep. So the Tigers are going for it. 4th down now, and actually they moved the chains a little bit more. 4th down and 1 now, so the spot's a little better than it was a minute ago. I formation behind the quarterback, Smith. Are they going to run this 38 seconds off? What's going on? The officials are bringing them in.
Well, the clock is stopped at 38 seconds. They're having the players still on the sidelines. The coaches and the trainer for the Troup Tigers are still inside the field of play. And realistically, granted, I don't know what his condition is as far as his injury condition, but they're certainly taking their time as well. They should. No hurry to get the player off the field. First of all, that gives you an opportunity, if you're a coaching staff, to kind of strategize. Gives your offensive players a chance to think about all that they must do on this 4th and 1. It also has that's actually Malcolm Tatum. We hate to see that as Malcolm is being tried to be lifted up off. He may have to just crawl off the field. It's hard to looks like he's looking at his his right knee, Jack, from where we can sit.
Been a tough season for the Tatums.
And that's what they're doing. They're actually he's just inside the field of play, so he's actually scooting off the field of play as now the white hat will blow the whistle in.
All right, so big play here. 4th down and 1. Smith under center. I formation behind him. Got to get this. Going to step and it quickly to his fullback who's going to get the first down and more.
Dalton Hadley off the left side behind Wellington Callaway and Levi Cornwell picks up about 5 yards down to the 35-yard line as that'll move the chains as we are inside 33 seconds. 5 seconds ran off that clock as now the clock will continue to run inside 30 seconds. Tigers really don't necessarily need to be in a hurry, but need to at least get one more play off to end this third quarter of play.
One more touchdown would be nice. Smith going to back up, hand the ball off to Dunlap. Going to get hit. Man, they are keying on him big time.
Well, again, when you got somebody like that and you got Shaw just crashing the line, I say you got to take advantage of a naked boot to get you outside. You've got to get that defensive line off. You've got to be able to throw the ball. So
that's the end of the third quarter play. 20-10 is your score. Let's take 3 spots back to the station. 3 commercials. You're listening to Troup Tiger Football on 96.9 to 1240 WLAG.
Separate things become one beautiful, glorious thing. No longer will there be any arguing, shouting, or tear-dropping, but instead only hugging, high-fiving, and loving. That's because Orange Julius has been added to Dairy Queen. Kids get their favorite Dairy Queen treats like blizzards, ice cream cones, sundaes, and shakes, while Mom and Dad gets a delicious Orange Julius fruit drink, premium and light premium fruit smoothies. It's all there together at one store. No longer is it Dairy Queen or Orange Julius, but rather it's Dairy Queen and Orange Julius on New Franklin Road in LaGrange. Flu season is upon us, and we would like to invite you to get your flu shot from Holmes Pharmacy. If you have Medicare or insurance, it could be free. And if you have a big group of 10 or more that would like to get their flu shot, call Holmes Pharmacy and we can come to you.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
I'm in a state of caffeination, got all my fingers shaking. Must have been my large Americano, mochaccino, macchiato. Now the family's gone to bed, and that's my favorite time to get some tips on better rates. Cause my State Farm guy answers late, and even when it's not my agent, someone's standing by so patient. Getting coverage questions answered helps me to relax. Get to a better state, State Farm.
Call State Farm agent Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Tigers on the first down play are going to lose yardage back to the 40.
Well, we walked in a couple plays later. We had the big Mo. I think we just handed Mo over to Shaw. Now it's 3rd and 15, and the last 2 plays have gone backwards 2 and 3 yards now. So
look, we got to have 2 scores here. 2 touchdowns to win the ball game, a touchdown, a field goal to tie it. Snap. Smith going to roll to his left. Got a lot of pressure. Going to have to throw off that odd side there. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. Really tough to roll out from the left, especially have all that pressure.
Yeah, and I don't think you even think about punting the ball. I know the fourth quarter's just started, but you're in the final game of the season. If you don't win this,
you got to go.
So it's 4th and 15, and again, the ball's at the 39-yard line, 4th and call it 14. Again, the coach is over there talking to Will Smith as he runs a play in, and he's hobbling, so he's not going to be running the ball. He doesn't really need to be running the ball. He's got a protective. Looks like he's got a shin guard on his right shin. So that anytime you tap your shin, that got to hurt. So,
so here goes a big 4th down, 4th and 15. Trips to this near side. Smith takes the shotgun snap. Aired out down the field. It's a jump ball. And, there's a pass interference.
Yes. Well, I tell you, Lamonte Truitt was there waiting on the ball.
Did he throw the flag? Yeah, he threw. Okay.
2 flags on the 22-yard line, which would have been a first down by 10 yards. And the Shaw cornerback just came up to him and pushed him down. Flat out in front of every fans, God, and everybody. And, that'll be an automatic first down for the Tigers. I don't know if they'll just run the ball up 10 yards I think in the professional football, you know what? I say that it's third and it was 4th and 14. I don't know if it's only a 10-yard penalty, the ball will go over.
It should be 15.
You would hope so.
They'll get across
yes.
get across the 25-yard line. So that's a first down now for the Tigers.
We're certainly glad that it was a deep route because if anything short, it wouldn't have happened, would it?
No.
So the Tigers inside the 25-yard line to the 24. As they move the chains, we'll take a penalty as long as it's to our advantage.
Dunlap going to take the handoff quickly. Hits the line of scrimmage. Gets about 3 yards. 2nd and 7.
Just Darrell is, again, you're going to give him credit for keeping on. And you got to believe that he's going to break it soon. But I tell you what, Shaw has had his number all night long. And whether it's inside the tackles, between the tackles or outside the tackles, Darrell's just had tough luck running the ball. He may not even have 50 to 60 yards so far on the night, and that's been a hard fought yards, whatever he's got.
Smith going to quickly throw the ball out to Truitt, who's going to wind his way across the 20. Now whistle it dead, but boy, Smith took a shot right as he released that ball.
He's back up and he's heading over to the sideline to pick up that play will gain. They may give him a yard. It'll be.
I thought he got across the 20.
They may, if that's the case.
Mark him at the 20. Yep.
It'll be 3rd and about 6.
Long 5, short 6.
They've got to get inside the 15 down to about the 14 and a half yard line. So they've got to go 5.5 yards. Let's call it 6, as Jackaroo is telling us. So Tigers really need to convert this, Jack.
Trips to the far side. Smith going to throw to the corner. He's got Truitt there. He's going to make the catch. Touchdown, Tigers.
What a tremendous catch. Malcolm Tatum gets behind the corner. The corner's all over him. Malcolm breaks away on the last second. One hands it, Jack, with his right hand. Comes down on it. Knocks the breath out of him, but he rolls over in the end zone. Touchdown, Malcolm Tatum. Will Smith, what a pretty throw by Will Smith.
Smith put it exactly where he needed it to.
I just hope that Malcolm is all right. He may have knocked the breath out of him. He may have bruised his ribs because he came down right on that ball, Jack.
That's something you're going to want to watch again on the live stream on it's going to be on eagle1023.com. Is we'll see that catch. Probably got a great bird's eye view of that from Coleman, our cameraman. But he reached up, brought it in, and I think he landed directly on the ball with his arms crossed in front of him. So probably knocked the breath right out of him. They rolled him to his side to try to catch his breath.
Now the ball was on the at that time on about the 21-yard line, so we'll call that a 21-yard touchdown pass from Will Smith to Malcolm Tatum.
So that's one of the scores we've got to have. Let's go ahead and take a 30-second break back to the station as we take care of him. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football, trailing right now 2016, waiting for the point after touchdown on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality, hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit us on the web at www.southernorthopedics.com. That's southernorthopedics.com.
Now back to more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Jack Moore and Greg Hicks, and just talking with cameraman and producer extraordinaire Coleman Weiss about you really need to go over to the website of 96.9, Eagle 1023, and take a look at that catch by Malcolm Tatum. Probably got the wind knocked out of him, maybe a little bruised rib there, but just did a tremendous job of knowing how important it was to get into the end zone, reached out, grabbed that on, and now Will Bates is on to attempt the point after touchdown.
It was 3rd and about 7 from the 21-yard line, and Will Smith, who had been banged up and beat up the last few series, drops back from his shotgun position. About a 2-step drop, airs it out to the about 3 yards deep in the end zone. Malcolm Tatum from 2 yards out breaks away from the corner, reaches, dives with one hand, catches it, tucks it in, and lands flat on his stomach and his ribs. So he probably knocked the breath out of him, maybe bruised his right side. But that is a tremendous catch by Malcolm Tatum, resulting in a touchdown. So right now, Shaw 20, Troup Tigers 16, with 9:24 mark and a PAT coming.
Snap, hold, kick is up. And the kick is good. 20-17 with 9:24 left to go in this ball game. About to kick it off, and let's see what's going to happen. 60 seconds back to the station. Listen to Troup High School Tiger football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
For Turkey with a Test Drive, now featuring the stylish 2013 Kia Sportage, a solid built but unbelievably bargain priced SUV starting only $18,900. The Sportage stands out in the crowd with its lower starting price and better highway MPGs than the Honda CR-V, Ford Escape, and Toyota RAV4. Plus, the Sportage has almost twice the warranty of those brands, carrying Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. KiaWithGrange.com helps support your local economy.
Turkeys while supplies last.
To all the high school seniors in Troup County, Collision Autocraft Auto Body Repair would like to salute you on your accomplishments. Now that you're driving, Collision Autocraft would like to offer these safety tips. Wear your seatbelt. Avoid talking on your cell phone while driving. Don't text and drive. And always keep your eye on the road. Collision Autocraft has too often seen the results of careless driving. Drive safely and have a bright future. Don't forget to like Collision Autocraft on Facebook.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back. The Tigers going to kick the ball off, line it down the field, going to bounce all the way down to the 30, and they're going to have to fall on it at the 32, so that's a good job. We'll cover that well, and that's where the Shaw Raiders will have it first and 10. And, Greg, we need a big play here.
Got to have a defensive turnover. Really got to keep these Shaw Raiders from moving the ball down the field.
Three and out.
Which they've been able to do ever since I said that earlier. The Shaw, both possessions of the third quarter for the Shaw Raiders, they've taken the ball and immediately dropped it down 10, 15, 30, 40 yards. And one of the things the Tigers have got to do now is really buckle up and hold them because, as we said, we need another score before they score.
Hard count. They're going to step back, look, see what the coaches say for their play. As Whittlesey, the quarterback, who's lived up to his reputation this ball game, has trips to the near side of the field, to his left. They're moving from right to left, hands off to the tailback. We're going to be on him a lot better this time. I don't even think he gets back to the line of scrimmage, Greg.
He's going to lose as Dalton Hadley and Maurice Swain are the first two to make that hit, along with Bruce Danford and R.J. Harrison. Meets him about a yard deep in the backfield. And they're going to mark him. They moved the yard mark back a yard. Now they're going to put it right back up to the line of scrimmage. But I'm like you, Jack. He was hit in the backfield, and I don't think he made it back up. But they're going to give him back to the line of scrimmage. Second down and 10. We're into the fourth quarter now. Shaw 20, Troup Tigers 17.
Snap. Actually fake the handoff. Whittlesey's going to roll. Look, they've run this pass all night long. They're going to get to the 40-yard line. Bring up third down.
They're going to continue to run that clock as he went out to the 40-yard line. So it'll be third down and 2. Crucial play defensively for the Tigers. Have got to hold them. But you're right, Jack. They have run that play, a little drag route by the slot back or tight end position as he blocks down for a half a second count and just rolls out. And Whittlesey, with his speed, always able to get outside. He's got much more speed than we're able to come off the corners to pick him up. I see that Dunlap has moved in at defensive end.
You're going to hand the ball off to the tailback, number 2.
Got a flag down on the play. Interesting enough, it could be holding by the wideout. If that's the case, that should back him up 10. It is holding as the indication from the side judge. So that should, from the spot of the foul, back him up 10. That'll result in third down now instead of third and 2.
That could be a big penalty right there, Greg, because they had a first down on that play.
Big time. And the penalty, the spot of the foul is around the 35. It should go back to about the 25. Actually, they're going to show that the spot of the foul was at the 48.
Wow.
Which
that is a
I
terrible
don't think
spot.
it was that far out. I look more like that. But anyway, the end result is going to be, instead of third and 2, it's going to back it up to third and 4.5 maybe. So the ball's on the 38-yard line of Shaw. Tigers, again, must hold, because I really think, Jack, even Shaw's in 4-down territory.
Yep. There's a snap. Whittlesey going to back up the pass. Got some pressure. He's going to throw it. It's going to be complete at the 50. There's a first down for him. And they're going to bring him down at about just short of the 40.
Yeah, he did. Again, run that play. They've got a little sweet spot behind the corner, and before you get to the free safety, down about 14 yards. That's an excellent call by the Shaw coaching staff. That'll keep the ball in the Shaw's possession as the clock will stop now as they move the chains. It stayed inbounds. Now they've started to run the clock, 7:37.
Man in motion to quickly put it in the gut of the tailback, number 6, Jontez Webb. Webb still on his feet across the 35.
He's going to pick up about 8 yards, bring up 2nd and 2. Again, with this no huddle offense, this is where you start to see the Tigers wearing down, slow to get up, get off, slow to get up off the ground, getting down on their knee. They're showing signs of being tired. And of course, Shaw offense, they're jumping in, jumping out, and that'll be an offsides by the Tigers.
That'll be a first down.
But again, you got to play fair, because in the first half, Shaw jumped off sides and was able to get back, and they didn't call it. Now Dunlap jumps off sides from his right defensive end position, and they're going to push the ball 5 more yards upfield down to about inside the 30 to the 27-yard line. So inside Troup territory between the 25 and 30 as the clock will continue to run, 7:08 and counting.
20-17 is your score. Tigers trailing by 3. Whittlesey, the quarterback, takes the shotgun snap, low at his feet. He's going to run the option. Going to toss it, and he's going to get upfield.
Oh, nice tackle, nice pursuit by, let's see who gets off of Brandon Hurd from the outside corner. The clock continues to run. As we said, guys, Jack said it over and over and over. You want to play next week, you got to win. The winner keeps playing, the loser season's over. We want 4th seed. Doesn't matter if we've got to play the number 1 seed in Monroe area, one of the most potent scoring offenses behind Sandy Creek all year long. But you know what? We want to play next week. Let's see how bad we want it.
Quarterback checks his line. 6:29 left to go. Whittlesey waits. Takes the snap. Looking, going to hand the ball quickly to his tailback, who gets upfield back to the line of scrimmage, and only about a yard more after that brings up 3rd down.
3rd and about 5, so good job by the Tigers. Again, this is where Shaw offense and Chandler Whittlesey, the quarterback, is so dangerous. It seems like they've got Troup number on 3rd. It's actually going to be 3rd and 6 for the Raiders. But, again, watch this little drag route. You got one-on-one with the Lamonte Truitt out here, a one-on-one little miss-size mismatch.
Low snap. The ball's on the ground. Quarterback's rolling. He's got pressure. Do we get him? He's going to turn and get out of bounds.
He's going to tack on another 15 yards as Darrell Dunlap hits Whittlesey about 2 yards.
That's a bang-bang play.
Yeah.
He's diving at his feet as he goes out of bounds. I don't know that I could throw a flag on that one.
Well, at any rate, that's going to tack on another 15 as the ball goes out of bounds at about the 22-yard line. So that should put it down inside the 5-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for the Raiders when they finish tacking off this one.
Yeah, they're both aiming at the sideline. The quarterback's trying to get out of bounds, but he's also could cut right back up. It's the running quarterback situation.
Yeah,
you see it in the NFL all the time.
Advantage goes to the quarterback,
exactly.
Unfortunately. Yeah, because like you said, if Darrell holds up, then he could turn it upfield.
Mm-hmm.
If Darrell dives and hits him, it looks as though his progress is going out of bounds. So that I said the 5 is going to be moved inside the 10. The nose of the football actually dead on the 10-yard line. So it should be really the way the ball's sitting. It should be 1st and goal. The only way they'll get a first down, it'll be on the 2-inch line.
All right, so 5:43. Man, talk about having to make a big defensive stand. This is it. This is your season.
Yes, it
right
is.
Here. 20-17. 5:43 left to go. Whittlesey, the quarterback. Chandler Whittlesey, the quarterback for Shaw, will stand back, wait for the shotgun snap. Tigers showing blitz. And there's going to be movement in the line. I think that the Shaw Raiders may have stood up before the ball was snapped.
I think so. The left guard and the left tackle kind of hesitated. Yep, that's what it is. False start. It'll move the ball back from the 10 to the 15. So it'll be 1st and goal from the 15-yard line. Again, bend but don't break. Really, Jack, the Tigers need to keep them out of the end zone.
Trying to get their fans up on their feet on the far side.
It is a cold, cold night, and the Tigers really, really, really need to stop the Raiders on this possession.
First and goal from the 15. Shaw hands the ball on that sweep, cuts it upfield. We hit him, but we don't tackle him. So he's going to get down near the 7-yard line.
Well, actually, he's going to pick up 5, maybe 6. He's going to take him inside the 10 down to the 8.5-yard line. So the clock will continue to run as we're close to the 5:25 mark. No need to hurry for Shaw. They're up by 3 at 20-17 with 5:19. They're inside the red zone, inside the 10-yard line, down to about the 8.5. I don't think the fans want a field goal. This 2nd down and goal. The ball's inside the 10-yard line for Shaw. Troup really needs a defensive turnover here. If you've ever wanted something now.
No.
So they're going to call another offsides by Troup. And again, you all know if you're listening and you know it's tight, you do not come to Columbus. Absolutely do not come to Columbus in a close game. Oh, they're going to call that against the white hat calls it against Shaw. The line judge is saying, what? I was going to mark it off against Troup. I was about ready to criticize him one more time, but I don't know that I don't know that wasn't a bad call. But we'll take it any way you look at it.
So we were drawn off. That was what it was.
Is that what it was?
We were drawn off.
All right. So again, white hat winds is inside 5 minutes at 4:56 and running.
2017's the score. Wilsey will look back to his coaching staff.
Yep, Jack, really they don't have to be in any kind of hurry.
Nope.
Troups with 3 timeouts, Shaw with 3 timeouts left.
Trips to the right. Whittlesey looking, going to throw. It's going to be an incomplete pass in the end zone.
I tell you, he had the little slot back that's much taller than Brandon Hurd. He had him on the slant route. He had gotten inside Hurd, and the ball was thrown actually down toward his kneecaps. He had to go down and get it, and the ball went through his hands. Was he able to catch it, that would have been a touchdown, Shaw. So pass incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 4:35 remaining in this contest. Your Troup Tigers trailing by 3, 20-17. It's 3rd and goal as the ball rests inside the 15 at about the 14-yard line.
They'll put a man in motion, low snap. Whittlesey back, going to throw a screen in the middle of the field. We hit him, and going to bring him all the way back to the 20-yard line, but they'll mark him. You're kidding me.
Give
That's
credit.
3 yards of forward
Yes.
progress that he did not get.
Give credit for Darrell Dunlap to staying at home. He saw that inside screen. You're right. That was a terrible spot.
That's a 4-yard upfield motion that he
right.
never made.
Darrell Dunlap actually hit him at about the 17-yard line. They're going to give him down to the 14-yard line. Terrible spot.
4th
But again,
down.
as I was saying, anytime you guys come into Columbus and you play any of these Columbus's teams, and if it's a close match, you're going to have to give the benefit. You're already at a 4 to 5 point deficit just given the officiating. So
Trips to the right.
You got to win this ball game outright.
Whittlesey has a man going in motion. Backs up to pass. Here comes the pressure. Looking. He's going to look. Stepping sideways. He's going to go out of bounds. And we give him a little pop, but they don't call it.
And the ball will go over to the Tigers. The Tigers will take over on the
3:41.
On about the 18-yard line, 17-yard line.
Defense did exactly what they had to do.
Hey, they bend but didn't break. They kept them out of the end zone. So, big time. 3 minutes and 41 seconds. We've been here before, Jack. Go back 2 weeks at Fayette County. The Tigers are now, really, in my opinion, even though Shaw's in the lead right now by 3 points, the Tigers really have got to march this ball down. They've got all 3 of their timeouts left. So let's see
no
what
hurry,
the
get the job
done.
right.
Use your sidelines, use your timeouts correctly.
Will Smith going to back up. Hand the ball off to Frazier, who's going to drive across to the 25, 6-yard gain.
No, he'll pick up about 8, Jack. It'll be second down and 2 outside the 25-yard line, right about the 25.5, 26-yard line where the ball will be spotted. Of course, that clock will continue to run, 3:24, 3:23 and counting. That's actually a 9-yard gain, second down and a yard. Now, here, in my opinion, this is where you look at Malcolm Tatum on a go route. Second and short, let it roll.
Danford going to get the call, pick up the first down and more as he continues to drive across the 30 near the 35.
All right, the clock continues to run. When the whistle blew, I looked up. It was 3:10. They ran purposely 3 seconds off the clock. Again, you got to get home field advantage, bad spots and clock runs all the time. Chains aren't even set, and the umpire's running the clock already. So, again, if Troup's going to win this ball game, they've got to win it.
Back up. Going to hand the ball off to Dunlap. We'll go on that left side. They're going to get about 2, second and 8.
All right, so here's where you start thinking about your timeouts. 2:51 inside 3 minutes. Troup's got all 3 timeouts left. We really had about a yard gain. They're going to give him a yard and a half. Tigers really have to start rolling up on offense. Need to have that play coming in. Here comes Lamonte Truitt with the play coming in. Will Smith he calls him into the huddle. Times are rolling, guys. This is the season, as Jack said earlier. This is your season's on the line with this drive here now. As the ball rests on the 35-yard line.
There's a snap. Going to hand the ball off to the tailback, who's going to get around the right side. Going to go down. They're going to keep him in bounds at the 40. He's going to get yardage all the way up to the 40. He's going to be short 3 yards for a first down.
Actually, he's going to be out of at about the
They do mark him
39-yard
out of
line.
bounds. Okay.
The clock's going to
continues
still
to
run. So you got 3 timeouts left. You got to start thinking about your timeouts. It's 3rd and 4. You can
2
tell
minutes.
Lamonte Truitt has really been hurting all night tonight. He is just not at full speed. Okay, so we let 4, 5, 6, 8 seconds run off the clock before we call a timeout again.
Let's take a quick break. 2 minutes, 20-17. Troup High School Tigers trailing. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
When the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if it has the same insurance you do. In this moment, what matters is that your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. The Mallory Agency, 301 West Harrelson Street, LaGrange. Visit them online at MalloryAgency.com.
The action continues now with more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at Eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. It's crunch time. 2-minute warning, I guess, is the way. That's what we need to give you is a 2-minute warning. It's 20-17. Tigers trailing by 3. We're 2 minutes left to go in this contest, and here we go. Tigers have the ball. 3rd down and 4. Ball resting near the 40-yard line. Tigers moving left to right. Ricky Frazier will step in at the tail. Excuse me, that's Daryl Dunlap at the tailback. We'll go the shotgun set. Will Smith will have twins to his left side, a man split wide to the right. Smith looking, going to throw it to the corner. Caught for a first down yardage up the field and going to get down at about the 47-yard line. So they'll have to stop the clock to move the chains.
Tigers cross midfield, move the chains. Tigers are hustling up the line. They've already got their next play call. Will Smith's looking to the sideline. He's grabbed his play. As soon as they set the change, you know that white hat that he now winds his arm.
The chains are
not
set.
even set, and he's winding his arm. So the Tigers really have their back to the ball. They've got to keep moving.
There's the snap. Smith going to run the same play, complete, and we're going to go to out of bounds on the other side.
Let's see. He's going to stop the clock. I really expect him to wind his arms, Jack.
But so just dinking and dunking down the field. Gets the ball to the 40-yard line across the 50.
Will Smith, excellent at using that sidelines, excellent at using guys like Malcolm Tatum and Trevor Spradden on that sidelines. That's one of the things they've got to do. 2nd down and 5 as the ball rests just outside Shaw 40-yard line at the 41-yard line.
A lot of adrenaline pumping in these young men. Trips to this near side. Clock is stopped after we went out of bounds. 20-17, minute 38 left to go. Smith takes the shotgun snap. Going to hand the ball off to his tailback, who's going to get the first down yardage across the 35. So they'll have to stop the clock to move the chains.
Guess who? Daryl Dunlap up the middle. Finally breaks one, trips one, moves it up about 7 yards. First down, moves the chains. The Tigers have to get up the line of scrimmage again. Now he winds his arm. So come on, Tigers, let's go.
Gut check time. Who wants this ball game? 20-17. A Tiger score will win it for them. And we have
minute 25. Clock still running. 24, 23.
Frazier split wide to the left. Trips to this far side. We should have had a penalty against us as we had all 3 of our wideouts moving. Need to call a timeout there as we do complete it near the 25-yard line.
All right, they got to hustle. It's inside a minute 10. I'm like Shaw coaches are yelling. We had 3 or 4 guys in motion. So again, any other officiating crew would have us backed up 5 right now. 2nd and 3 and a half.
Gotta hurry. We're under a minute. We're still standing around. Haven't called the play yet.
We got to either call a timeout or call a play. Come on, Tigers. Let's do something.
Here we go. Got to get the guys set. The wideouts are set. We've lost 20 seconds on this play. Dunlap gets the call. He's across the 25. Going to pick up the first down.
That'll stop the clock momentarily. The clock stops at 40 seconds to go in this contest, guy. Your Tigers are down by 3, 20-17. They got to get inside the 20 at about the 15 to be in Will Bates' field goal range.
No, you can't run the clock until they move the chains.
Yeah, they're running the clock, and the chain's not even set yet. So the Tigers call a timeout.
So they do kind of timeout. I got to step away before I lose my temper. We're going to take 30 seconds back to the station. Tigers trailing 20-17 with 38 seconds left to go. Ball resting on about the 24-yard line. You listen to Troup High School Tiger football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Range College traveled to places like London, Tokyo, and the jungles of Costa Rica through our study away commitment. First-year freshmen are provided a voucher worth up to $2,500 for an off-campus travel experience their junior or senior year. Attend college close to home and still see the world at LaGrange College. Learn more at lagrange.edu/transform.
Now back to the field for more Troop Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back. Will Smith is going to throw to the corner, and it's going to be a jump ball. Ball bounces out, a flag thrown. It's going to be an interference against Shaw once again, and that's basically how we've moved the ball all the second half is just throw it to the corner and let Shaw get a penalty against us.
It's funny that you say that, Jack, because that's our strategy as Tatum is trying to break away from the corner.
Don't you dare. They're meeting at the middle of the field.
Yeah, he can't even get away to go get the ball because Shaw's holding him, and yet they're going to have a meeting at the field, so I'll be anxious to see what this is.
Offsides against the Tigers.
And the flag, there's no flag here on the ground.
Hold on, you can't have offsetting penalties because if it's offsides, the play didn't run.
There's no flag down here. The flags are all thrown down on the 1 yard line.
That's the second time in this ball game that's occurred where a phantom offsides call is someplace.
Coach Kendall is absolutely livid, and it takes a lot to get him livid, if you will. But this is
a dead ball foul if it's offsides. You can't have offsetting penalties if the play didn't take place.
That's right. And yet there's
so they don't
3
penalize
flags
us.
Down on the 1 yard line. No flags up here.
32 seconds. Here we go again. Smith takes the snap, looking. Going to throw to the right corner this time. He's got a man there. He's going to make the catch down at the 2 yard line and then a penalty.
Well, I don't know that they
will
call
push
it
off
offensive.
against us.
Let's see. The clock stops at 25. Anxious to see. I'll be honest with you. It may be an offensive pass interference.
I think they're going to call offensive pass interference.
Yeah, because you look like Malcolm did at the last minute push off. Let's see. So we still got plenty of time. 1 timeout left. Let's see what they call us.
Waiting for the indication. Pass interference against the Tigers.
Well, that may be a legit call, but again, what do you do? I mean, your backs are against the wall. I don't know why we're getting excited. We've been calling football down here for 10 years. We ought to know what we expect when we come to Columbus.
First down and 10. They'll back us up.
The Tigers down to 1 timeout. Shaw, not that they need them, all have all 3 timeouts left.
25 seconds left to go.
Why don't we just start at the 35-yard line and just keep on walking? So we done moved it all the way back. The ball was marked on the 23-yard line. They're going to move us all the way back to the 37-yard line. So 1st and 25 from the 37-yard line with 25 seconds left, and we have 1 timeout. So let's see what the Tigers have up their sleeve. 2nd down.
There's a snap. Smith got some pressure. Going to air it out to the corner. Throws it. He has a man that gets there at the last minute, but Shaw's going to intercept it and end the ball game. Shaw intercepts the ball down at the 10-yard line, and that will end the season for the Troup High School Tigers.
Will Smith just threw the ball
to
a spot, and that Malcolm Tatum was going to run under. Malcolm didn't quite get there before the cornerback intercepted the ball, but a lot of drama in this last 2 minutes of the ball game. A lot of uncalled for drama. I'd like to go back and look at this film.
I'll definitely be watching this when I get back home. I might pull it up on my smartphone on the way home and you come to Coleman's 4G and pull it down and watch this last 2 minutes as Shaw will snap the ball and take a knee and end this contest, and the Tigers will fall out of the playoffs.
Well, I just, and there's a flag there's a flag. Now, why is he throwing a flag here? A personal. So
pass interference. That's a pass interference motion.
It is. I wonder
what pass interference?
What school
is it? Interception.
It is. He didn't even touch him.
No, he intercepted the ball before he got there.
I don't understand. I really, really don't understand. Wow.
So let's give him some yardage up the field with 18 seconds left to go.
Now, how he didn't even get touched?
No, the man caught the ball, fell on the ground, and gets a pass interference called against him.
You know what? I've never officiated, but I promise you, I could dream up calls as good as they're dreaming them up. It's a sad state. You hate to come down here and have the game be taken away from you. And
now we've made enough mistakes to go.
I was going to say, Shaw certainly deserved. They played a good ball game, but it doesn't help when the officiating comes down, and it actually has a bearing on the outcome of this football game.
Timeout's been called on the field. A phone is blowing up from people that are watching the stream. Troup was robbed. Troup was jobbed. So lots of comments. Jay Cambry, a friend of mine, coming through and I appreciate all those folks listening. Let's take 30 seconds right back. We got 18 seconds left to go. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Relationships supporting our community. At CB&T, it's what we do, day after day, year after year. During our 71 years, we've worked hard to be the bank more people in Troup County trust with their money. So it's probably no surprise that we have 3 local branches and more ATMs to serve you than any other bank in the area. We're CB&T, familiar faces and a welcoming smile. CB&T is a division of Synovus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football.
Are they going to call another timeout? Troops. Okay, we got 18 seconds left to go. It's 20-17. Shaw has the ball. We're having timeouts called on the field by both Troup and Shaw. I guess Troup, can't take them home with you.
I'll be honest with you. Lynn Kendall ought to be raising so much,
Kane.
You spelled it out. But if I were him, they'd have to throw me off this field right now because this is uncalled for. Now, I know it sounds, but you guys got to go back and watch it on eagle1023.com.
Kendall's actually over there on the far side talking to him.
Absolutely.
Well, there's
pass
several
interference. He didn't even touch him on the last play.
Which really has no bearing on where we are now.
No.
But going back, the offsetting calls, you're going to call an
Offsides.
offsides and pass interference. You can't have both of them.
No.
Offsides is a dead ball foul. That means the play didn't happen.
That's right.
Then you don't mark it off. You call it offsetting penalties. There's no such thing.
Yeah. This is, and I'll be honest with you, Lynn's probably educating the officials right now because I sometimes wonder if they even know what they're doing. So,
well, he'll be fired up tomorrow morning for the Saturday morning quarterback show. The official stepping out. They call it the victory formation in all kinds of leagues as Shaw will line up and snap the ball and take a knee. Wilsey snaps the ball, takes a knee, and Tigers come across the line. And, this happened in a pro game earlier in the season where the defense did not respect the victory formation. They came across because there's nothing that says defense you don't have to play.
That's true.
So just because they take a knee doesn't mean that you don't have to play. And so Shaw will win this ball game 20-17 in a heartbreaker for the Tigers as they had driven the ball all the way inside the 20-yard line at the end of the ball game. But they'll fall to the Shaw Raiders and fall out of the playoffs. Let's take a few spots back to the station. Let's kind of catch our breath. When we come back, we'll wrap up the season here from Cadet Stadium. Listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Crazy. You're telling me for just $5 you get a quarter-pound grill burger topped with melted cheese, delicious DQ fries like golden rays of sunshine, a tall, cool drink bubbling with bubbles, and the one-of-a-kind mini blizzard to top it off? Maybe somebody should pinch me. Not too hard, though. I bruise easily.
$5 for all that? That's crazy. New Franklin Road on LaGrange. Wow. Attention all Corley Drugs customers. Since Corley Drugs has closed, Perry Prather of Holmes Pharmacy has a special message for you.
If you find yourself without a place to fill your prescription, I would like to invite you to let us here at Holmes Pharmacy take care of your family. During this transition of Corley Drugs closing, come see us. We can provide the same level of comfort and care that you have always received and expected from Corley Drugs. To find out more, come see us at Holmes Pharmacy, 136 Commerce Avenue, LaGrange.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality, hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit us on the web at www.southernorthopedics.com. That's southernorthopedics.com. Rob and Joel Upchurch is your RE/MAX result agent. No matter if you're selling or buying, the first phone call you should make is to Joel or Rob Upchurch. Call 706-845-7000. This week's feature listing is a secluded 2-acre lot on Deer Point Road in LaGrange. Well-maintained home adjoining core property and a wired workshop for only $89,900. If you want to know more about this house or get your home listed with Rob or Joel Upchurch, call 706-845-7000 or just search Rob or Joel Upchurch and check them out on the web.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back. As I'm having to take some duct tape and put it over mine and Greg's mouths as we're going to try to be very professional. I wish they had the camera. I might have to put that on Facebook in a little while. We're laughing because we're crying, folks.
I'll be honest.
The final score is 20-17. That's going to close out the Troup High School season. But it is, I tell you what, a lot of heart showed by these young men to drive the ball down the field the way they did. The defense had a huge stop in the fourth quarter. They kept them out of the end zone, kept it to within 3. Troup then a succession of great plays down the field, gets the ball all the way across the 50, down inside the 20, and then other powers took over. And just some calls that I'm going to let you go up to the live stream. Go on, in fact, I encourage the coaches from Shaw to go, and also maybe Georgia High School to go and watch the stream on Eagle 102.3 and just see how this ball game ended. We're going to, again, try to keep it very professional from this standpoint. But I got to give a lot of credit to these young men from Troup High School. In fact, one of the things that you're not going to do after this next break is decide on the REMAX results, player of the game. I got a lot of candidates, so we could talk about that for tonight. But I give a lot of credit to these young men for getting the ball back down the field, to keeping themselves in the ball game the whole time and coming close to scoring and winning this ball game.
Well, I wanted to say we held them out 4 plays, backed them up. And took the ball over on the 17-yard line, and we had 83 yards to go to take over.
And we got 60 of them.
And we clipped them away, sideline pass, up the middle. We didn't really call our first timeout until we took over with about 5 minutes and 20-something seconds. We got inside 2 minutes, and Coach Kendall needed to call a timeout. We started using our timeouts wisely. We were able to bring it down, and again, inside the 15 or about the 18-yard line, we're looking good. There's 40-something seconds left. Will Smith throws it out to Malcolm Tatum. He actually catches the ball. It's called pass interference. Actually, he misses the ball, but he was almost tackled trying to catch it. Pass interference.
3 flags
fly out all on the 1-yard line. It comes back, and they have to huddle up, and we knew then there was a problem.
Yep.
Anytime the Columbus officials have to huddle up, there's not going to be favored in your call. And all of a sudden, we have offsetting penalties because we had illegal motion on the offense and pass interference on the defense. And we don't see any flags up here around the line of scrimmage. All the flags are down on the 1-yard line.
It's probably hard to see on this field for us.
It may be. But at any rate, the Tigers, you got to give them credit. And, it's one thing to lose, but it's another thing to lose like we lost tonight when you have other forces coming into play. And it's just sad. And you're right, Jack. I would encourage Georgia High School to go back and look at this film. Not that there's anything could be done because it's been this way down here for years. But I just hate that the boys had to lose like this. And quite frankly, if the Shaw coaches were honest with themselves, they don't want to win like that either. I can't believe they could sleep good at night knowing that they win this way.
2017, they'll sleep well enough, I guess, to look at the film, then move on to the first round of playoffs. But again, they will be taking on Monroe County, so we'll see how that goes for them from there. 2017 is your final. Greg and I are going to put our heads together and decide on the REMAX results player of the game. We appreciate Rob and Joel Upshurst for sponsoring that award for us all season long. So we'll do that. When we come back, we'll have that, and we'll close out this season of Troup High School football live here from Connect Stadium. Listening to Troup High School football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
To all the high school seniors in Troup County, Collision Autocraft Auto Body Repair would like to salute you on your accomplishments. Now that you're driving, Collision Autocraft would like to offer these safety tips. Wear your seatbelt. Avoid talking on your cell phone while driving. Don't